to pass. Brown dumps it off here in the flat. A little screen pass. Hauls it in and is bumped out of bounds. That is D. Mitchell, redshirt freshman out of Enfield, North Carolina, Northern Nash High School. Good enough for a first down inside the red zone, the People's Bank red zone.
Yeah, that'll go down as passing yardage, but it actually was like a sweep. They had two guys blocking out in front of the play, threw the ball behind the line, which means they can block downfield before the ball is thrown. And it's set up just being a toss sweep. They did a great job with it.
Ball's now at the 19.
Yeah, you can tell that this offense is geared for this quarterback and for a run game. They're doing exactly what he can do very, very well.
Preston Brown missed 6 games last year with a knee injury. He hands it to Leyland, and he is tackled by Bradburn inside the 20 down to the 16. Cody Bradburn in on the stop, the sophomore out of Carrollton, Georgia, number 32. They're going to call it a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8.
They had one pass play that went for about, 10 yards, 10 yards?
Yeah,
and everything else has been less than 6, 7, 8 yards on gainers. But they moved the chains. They've had no negative plays, no penalties, nothing to slow them down. And this is a good offensive team that can do this kind of thing.
Ball's in the center of the field. Preston Brown, the quarterback, claps his hands, waiting to snap.
Got to be a run.
And it is a run. And it is tackled quickly in the backfield or close to the backfield. Rivera on the carry. Tackled by Cooper. And that's going to be back to the 18. So loss of 1, 3rd and 7.
They had, once that guy stepped back on that wing, he was the tight end. Once he stepped back, the two receivers over here had to be on the line of scrimmage. That meant the inside guy was ineligible. So there's no way they could throw a pass there.
This will be another pass, if the tell is correct.
It is. I'm going with you on this.
3rd down and 7. Ball's in the red zone at the 18. Man goes in motion. Quarterback Brown claps his hands. He'll throw it. Looking downfield. Lofts it in the corner of the end zone. Bears have coverage. Knocked away incomplete.
Boy.
Intended for Pryor down there. It was close.
He had him beat. The ball was just underthrown.
Yep.
That was good play there. Who was that?
That was Ussery.
Ussery came in behind. There's a senior. He never gave up on the play. He got beat, but he never gave up on the play, and that's a heck of a good play by Ussery right there. Good senior play.
So that'll force the field goal now. Coming out is Bryson Sims, Thomasville, North Carolina product. 7 of 10 this year from the field goal range. It'll be a 34-yard attempt.
Left-footed kicker.
Yes, 2 of them in this game. Snap, hold is clean. Kick
good.
is up, and it is good. So Kataba takes the opening drive and get about 7.5, 8-minute drive, and they go and get on the board first. It's now Catawba 3 and the Bears 0. We'll take a break, come back with the Bears' first offense of the afternoon right after this. You're listening to the Bears Sports Network. $64. So
8 minutes time of possession.
Yep. So when the quarterback is the quarterback and the running back are even, it's a pass. If the back is behind the quarterback, it's a tail for a run.
How about that? 8 minutes time of possession. Wow.
Back to action. Juju Phillips with Jack Huss and Mike McCree as we await the kickoff, and the ball is booted and in and out of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So that's where the Bears offense will get the ball at the 25. Carmani Robinson, let's see how the Bears do. They've been really good on their early drives in football games this year. Of course, last week they drove right down the field a couple of times a couple of weeks ago against Wingate. And they've been good on first drives all year long, and in the first quarter play, the Bears have outscored their opposition 84 to 44 in the first quarter. They're going to put the ball on the right hash, near side here, 25.
I guess they have the option of where they want to have the ball placed, because the ball went out on the other side of the field. You thought it had been on the left hash. But
back to pass, Robinson, quick throw over here to the left, caught by Thomas. Stiff arms his man and gets hit, knocked, and cut down quickly at the 32. Gain of about 7. Goes Destin Thomas, hauls in his 33rd reception of the year. From Kamani Robinson, who came in with 17 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. He's thrown for over 2,100 yards. That time picked up 7. Ball's now in the far hash. Yeah,
Agnew and Yates are going to be our go-to guys, but Thomas has become kind of that third guy where he's always looking for the Thomas, especially the possession receiver type catches.
Man goes in motion, second down and short. They keep it on the ground. Not much running room, falling forward. That is Boyd, Alex Boyd, his senior from LaGrange, Georgia. No gain, third down and 3.
Dominique Marshall in the game now, wide receiver. We haven't seen him in the last couple of games. I know it looks like he's got a pretty good little wrap around his right knee. He must have had a knee problem.
One of the 32 seniors on this football team.
That's an amazing number. It really is.
Empty backfield now for Robinson in the shotgun. Brenton, the wild running back, came in motion out here, and he goes back in motion again. They just throw a quick screen over here. He gets a good block from O'Brien. Brenton has some speed down to the 40. He's in the clear. 30, 20. Can anybody catch him? 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown Bears. Trey Brenton.
Wow.
Into the land of milk and honey. And the Bears get on the board. It's now 6-3 in favor of LR.
And that's what Lenoir-Rhyne's known for, splash plays. But let me tell you something. The unsung hero,
Tate O'Brien.
Songa Yates.
Oh.
Songa Yates, Brenton was about to get caught. Songa Yates just came sprinting by everybody and got right in front of the guy about to tackle him from behind and just bumped him just enough that Brenton was able to get it in the end zone. What a great play.
And the block by
Yates.
Yeah, and the block by O'Brien sprung him loose out here.
Oh, yeah, back up
too.
here. The blocking at the line of scrimmage was excellent. But I tell you what, that was a heck of a play because Songa Yates could have just been drifting down the field and not worried about anything, thinking he's going to score. And I believe he was going to get caught maybe inside the 5-yard line, but that's not in our strongest. Now watch Songa right here. Watch this on the replay. Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. Watch. Look at him. Boom. He just cut 2 guys off right there at the end. That's a heck of a play right there by Songa Yates. That's why he's a senior and a leader and a captain.
7-3 in favor of the Bears. 5:17 to go here in the first quarter. Mike McCree, 3 plays and 75 yards. 3 and 75. And after Kataba took 8 minutes and 13 plays.
That was 1 minute and 32 seconds. Yeah, but, that's what Lenoir-Rhyne is like. We've made a lot of those splash plays like that, big plays, chunk plays. They call them a lot of different things, but that's one of the things that the Bears have done exceptionally well is make big plays like that. You think back some of the games we started, we had big plays in the first quarter, and again, that's one reason we get a pretty good first quarter team.
And so that touchdown pass was the 18th of the season for Kamani Robinson, as they are, I believe, out on the field, they're showing the national champion Lenoir-Rhyne women's triathlon
team. Three out of the last 4 years national champions.
We're going to have their coach on with us at halftime, Harley Mason. Yep. She's with her daughter out there in front, and she's going to join us at halftime along with the women's basketball coach, Emery Satoris, to talk about their season opener coming up later this afternoon.
They tee it up at 4 o'clock this afternoon in the gym right across from us here. And, of course, the soccer team plays Sunday at 4 o'clock for the SAC championship. The men's soccer team and the women's soccer team, got bumped out of the tournament early, but they're still in line for a playoff spot. So they're waiting tomorrow, I guess tomorrow night sometime or Monday night when they'll name the soccer.
I think so.
Yeah.
How long was that touchdown pass? Did you have it written down? The touchdown pass was 74?
75.
75, okay. Not the drive.
No. Okay, I got you. Hold on.
It may have been, Mike might be right, it might have been 74.
68 yards.
68, okay. So 7-3 in favor of the Bears. Here's the kickoff. This time it's kicked deep, picked up by
there's a
the
block in
return
the back.
man.
Holy mackerel.
Right in front of the official, and he missed it.
Wow.
Bears get good coverage, knock him down to the 25.
There's the flag. They got it. Boy, I mean, that was a serious block in the back right there.
Right in front of the official. He just took forever to do it.
Well, I think it was the guy from the other side got it. I don't think it was the white hat's the one that got it.
That's going to pin Kataba way back, though.
Well, you know, if you're Cataba with what we just saw in that first series, I won't say it doesn't worry you from a coaching standpoint, but you know you're built to do what they got to do right here. That's to gain 3, 4, 5 yards on every play and move this thing out. Even get it out here to midfield. Even if you don't make the long drive for a touchdown, you get it out where you can punt the ball deep into the other end of the field and flip the field position.
Their quarterback, Preston Brown, came into this game 21 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions. They don't make mistakes.
Well, they don't throw the ball. You know, I can tell from this, it doesn't look like they throw the ball down the field all that much.
Here's their back, Laline, and he carries the ball over the 5 up to the 7. Going to be a gain of about 2.
The one throw they did make down the field was when they were trying to get the score. The others were out routes where he was rolling, remember, and he just throwing an out route. I wouldn't be surprised to see that again right here. See him roll this way to the wide side of the field.
2nd down and 9. 3 receivers here to the near side. High snap, quick throw across the middle, caught by Pryor. He's running in the free, has the first down to the 35-40. To the 42 goes Bo Pryor. All-time leading receiver at Catawba. Hauls in his 45th reception of this year and gets a big play out of their own end zone, out of their own territory up to the 41.
Well, we had nobody near him. That was a little bit too easy right there.
Again, our RPO, they throw it in the flat. Gets some nice blocking. Again, Pryor maneuvers his way and gets another first down across midfield.
I'm just thinking he reminds me of the kid from Wingate, you know, boy from Statesville, North Carolina, not far away, and he had a tremendous game against us. And then Pryor, right down the road here at Burns High School, his addresses where he lived was in Cherryville. And
I've never heard of that place. I've heard of Cherryville, but never Cherryville.
Same place.
Okay, same place.
My dad's family was from there. It's Cherryville.
1st and 10. Ball's at the 46 of LR. Quick pitch over here to Laline. Makes a cut. Dives forward to the 43. Short gain of 3 yards, 2nd and 7.
I tell you what, I'm watching their wide receivers, too. He was in there for a reason. They had number 8 in there. They gave Bo Pryor gave him a little break. Number 8 came in there, and he was in there to block. He was the lead blocker on that as a wide receiver out here.
This time they come out and have receivers to the far side, 2 of them. They have a man in the slot here near side. Quarterback Brown sends a man in motion, takes the snap, will throw it. Throws it in the flat, again to the tight end.
Turf monster.
Knocked him down, you're right. Got tripped up by his own feet. Jalen Davis, the junior tight end from Casey, South Carolina.
Boy, I tell you
gain
what.
of 1.
He was going to make some yards,
Yes,
too.
he was.
That was a good little play action. You know, being able to run the ball, you can run all kinds of little play action type things off of this, and that's what they did. He set up like he was going to block and then delayed and then slipped out. And, boy, I mean, there was nobody around him when he caught the ball. He just tripped, stumbled, and fell.
3rd and 5, 2:26 to go. First quarter, Bears lead 7-3. Send a man in motion. That's Pryor. Number 6, watch him.
Watch him on the outcut right here.
Quick pass over here to the left. He did. High throw. He's going to be shy of the first down. KJ Whitehead in on the stop for the Bears.
Boy, they gave him a great mark.
They
wow.
sure did.
Woo.
It's going to be 4th and 1.
Yeah, they can go for it from here. Where he got hit and where he caught the ball and got hit, I thought was about 2 yards from where the ball was spotted.
They're going to mark it at the 37.5. They got to get to the 36. It's going to be maybe a yard and a half, but they're going to go for it again. Preston Brown in the shotgun. He's got it back to his right. If it goes by what I told you earlier, the tell is it's going to be a run.
It's going to be a run.
It's a run off the left side. He gets the first down, pounds his way forward. That's Kevin Rivero, the running back, sophomore, 5'9", 245 pounds from Hanahan, South Carolina, gets the First down to the 34.
He's one of those guys, he's just about as wide as he is tall. I'm telling you what, he's a load to run in there on short yardage. They've got personnel to do what they want to do on certain downs. That's good offensive coaching. We know that Coach Haynes came from a very offensive team up at Shepherd College when he came down.
Former coach at Ashland, Ohio as well. Back to pass. Brown, time, pumps, keep it. He'll get maybe a yard as he just ran it straight up the middle. Bears had good coverage on the back end. Second down and 10.
I'm glad we covered because we lined up in defensively. I'm not sure that was the proper alignment there. We had a defensive lineman to the left over there, and they had two guys outside of him. Anything wide on that side as a run play would have been hard to handle.
Second and 9. Ball's at the 33. High snap, handoff Lane. He'll get to the 31, short gain. Tackled by the Bears up front. Again, good stop. The Bears somewhat have been pretty good as Ryan Fletcher, redshirt freshman from Alpharetta, Georgia, on the stop. Third down and long again. When what we've seen so far from Kataba, they've been excellent on third and fourth down today so far.
Yeah.
End of the first quarter. We'll step aside, come back with the second quarter. When we do, Catawba has it third and long. It's Lenoir-Rhyne 7 and Catawba 3. Stay with us. This is the Bears Sports Network.
So shine on, come on baby, now shine on. Yes, you gotta light and you gotta let it shine. So turn your brights on, come on baby, now shine on. Yes, you gotta light and you gotta let it shine.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
Back here at Moretz Stadium, Juju Phillips, Jack Huss, Mike McCree. We start the second quarter. It's third down and 7 now for Catawba. They're going left to right to the closed end here, Moretz. Back to passes Brown. He looks in the flat to the back, and it's wide open. Takes the first down to the 15-10. Drugged down by the Bears, but not before he picks up about 25 yards. Just a little slip pass out in the flat. And Laline takes it all the way down to the 10.
From the time that ball was snapped, there was nobody out there. The receiver over there ran toward the middle of the field, and nobody else was left out there. That's got to be a blown coverage. Somebody's got to be responsible for a back out of the backfield on any pass situation. But, I'm surprised he didn't score. We did a great job to keep him from scoring.
Kevin Rivera in the backfield now, the 245-pound back. To the right of the quarterback, Brown. He gets the handoff, running left, spins his way, pushes forward inside the 10, down to the 9, to the People's Bank red zone.
Their offensive line, I was looking at their weights. They don't look as big as they are. They're 285, 330, 275, 335, 300. That's pretty good-sized guys, but they don't look that big out there. They're, they look leaner than a lot of the offensive lines we've seen with, guys that big that weigh that much.
Second down and goal. Ball is at the 9. Bears have been good on first down. It's just been third and fourth down here this football game. They lead 7-3, just underway second quarter. Brown back to pass, looking right in the flat, incomplete. High throw. Bears had really good coverage. KJ Whitehead got over there and covered the man and falls incomplete, 3rd down and 10.
Well, the difference there was they went to the wide side of the field, and they also went to the two receiver side. If they run that same play back into the boundary, that's the one that hurt us a while ago. I would run that play into the boundary. They got one receiver over there, bring him across the middle, and make one of those 2 linebackers run out there. Now, they're lined up in a formation to do it. Now, we got somebody out there to cover him if he's alert. If they run that back, let's see if they run him out of the backfield to the left.
It's a pass play for sure. Brown claps his hands. He's going to look left again. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's running left, and he throws high, tipped away, incomplete in the end zone.
I think we had that intercepted, but one of our guys tipped it away from the other guy. He didn't see him behind him. He cut in front. I think the guy behind was going to intercept it, and he cut, and one of our other guys cut in front of him and tipped the ball.
That's number one.
He had the guy in the flat one time. He just didn't throw it to him because we did have somebody in the general vicinity.
So the Bears defense stiffens for the second time in this football game. They're going to bring out the kicker, Bryson Sims. This time it'll be basically a 26-yard field goal attempt. 13-24 here in the second quarter. Bears lead 7-3. Kataba trying to cut it. Good snap, holding kick. And is up and good. 7-6 now.
They have now been in the red zone 40 times this year. They have scored points 37 of those 40 times.
That's pretty good.
An unbelievable number. And you know, big percentage of that has been touchdowns at 76%, but they were held to 2 field goals here today for the Bears, and that's why the Bears lead. And the Bears have only had 1 possession.
Yeah.
They've only had the ball 1 time.
3 plays.
Yep. And
we're in the second quarter, and the Bears have had the ball 3 plays and lead.
We scored in a hurry. Maybe we can do that again. That would be good.
96. That's right. So an 8-play drive that time by the Catawba College Indians. 8 plays, 96 yards. Culminated in a 26-yard field goal attempt and is made. So it's 7-6 in favor of the Bears. And let's see what the offense can do. Last time out, Carmani Robinson found Trey Brenton for a 68-yard touchdown pass on the 3rd offensive play of the game for the Bears. And they lead this game 7-6.
And again, the only team to defeat Newberry this year is the Catawba Indians. They beat them at Newberry 21-10.
Awaiting the kick now from Bryson Sims. Here's the boot. It's going to be picked up by the Bears at the 5. This is Ty Robertson. He has a hole. He's at the 40. He's looking for a block. The kicker knocks him down. He's going to go. At the 15, 10, 5, touchdown, touchdown. Ty Robertson is 3rd kickoff return this season.
Boy,
Jack, we had a little meet. Coaches told us in a meeting we had Thursday, he said there are going to be some special, you haven't heard them on the pregame. There are going to be some special team opportunities today, and the Bears made it happen with a great return and great blocking.
And it came right in front of us, and you could see it. I mean, from up here, we got such a great view. That thing just opened up. I mean, it was just opened up just wide. All Ty had to do was keep running, and then they got a great block downfield, and maybe we'll see it on the replay who it was. Somebody knocked the kicker down, and he was the last one. He was trying to force Ty into the boundary, but he couldn't get to because somebody put him on his backside.
There's the snap holding kick by Creasemore. Is up and good. So 13:08 here in the second quarter. The Bears have run 3 offensive plays, and they lead 14-6.
Yeah, you know, this is one of those games, you know, it's kind of funny. You don't know, you know, how it's going to go. We're going to see it right here. Let's see if we can get your number on the guy that gets the block. Here he comes right there. See, I believe it's
Alex Boyd, I believe.
Yeah, I started to say it looked like number 10.
That would be either Alex Boyd or one of the backup defensive backs, Austin White, a redshirt senior from Norfolk, Virginia.
That might have been him because, you know, the thing about it, I'm not sure they would have Boyd in there on a kickoff return unless he were going to be back deep. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you what, that was a good block, the special play right there. Again, if he's a senior, that's a real great way to, you know, have a play in there. Austin White. Redshirt senior, too. came in from Kennesaw State.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So the play by Ty Robertson, he's going to put himself in the LR record books. That's his third kickoff return for a score this year.
Third. I remember 2 of them.
He had back-to-back games.
And they almost came exactly in the same place. If you remember, wasn't it Anderson?
Yeah.
He came right up through almost the exact same spot because we needed a quick touchdown and get the ball back, and both of those things happened. We got the quick touchdown, we got the ball back, and then didn't make the play down in the corner of the end zone.
14-6 in favor of the Bears. Of some other games going on in the area. Tusculum playing Carson Newman this afternoon. The CIAA championship is going on between J.C. Smith and Virginia Union.
Carson Newman 3, Tusculum nothing, with 10:24 to go in the second quarter. Ferris and Davenport. Ferris is 23-23 at half. Pembroke leads North Greenville 6-3. They are basically playing for the championship down there. That conference. I think this is their conference championship game.
Yes, top 2 teams.
6-3 with 13 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Then later, Mars Hill plays Wingate.
Yeah, that's the only game of significance, but as far as I'm concerned, that game's over. Mars Hill has no chance. They're not going to beat Wingate. Not with playoff spotlight on the line.
Here's a kickoff through the end zone.
They don't have Pryor back there. That's kind of surprising.
Maybe he's getting a rest.
Well, they
good kick by the Bears that time. Walker Broom.
Somebody's injured there for the Bears.
Anderson, South Carolina product. Walker Broom, T.L. Hanna High School, booted it through the end zone.
He's got a cramp.
Yes, he does.
Nobody's saying, there you go. You know, we don't talk about the staff very much, but you know, when they're needed. Michael Flicker, of course, is the guy that we all know from, you know, heading up all of our he's associate athletic director, and he's the healthcare administrator for Lenoir-Rhyne. And Dr. Stephanie Stadden works with it. She's the chair of the School of Health, Exercise, and Sports Science. And trainers are Stephanie Lightfoot and Lydia Stonebrook. Both of those two, that's probably the 2 we saw just run out there. They do a phenomenal job. Because being the trainer for a football team is something all the time. I mean, there's just, you know, from the time you get there before practice till, you know, an hour and a half after practice is over and guys getting treatment, something's going on. So, ladies, we appreciate you, Stephanie and Lydia, both of you.
Miss Lightfoot should be on the track team.
Yeah.
She has a perfect name for it. Here's a running play. Tripped up in the backfield, but lunging forward as the Bears made a nice stop as number 15 that time was Queese Williams, running back, a senior out of Columbia, South Carolina, scored 3 touchdowns in their week win last week. Came into this game with 11 scores on the year.
Yeah, they've used these guys, and one of them's been Williams, I think, is the one that's been hurt.
He has been,
has
yes.
not been able to play much until last week.
This time it's a pass, roll out. Brown steps up, throws. It is in and out of the hands of Pryor, the receiver. Bears had really good front coverage. I thought maybe it was going to be tipped away.
Yeah, it was close. You can see what they like to do with him, though. They like to roll Brown out and isolate, you know, to a certain part of the field. That way he's not having to look for rush, for coming from backside and all that. He's getting a good blocker in front of him. One of their backs is their lead blocker out in front, and then he's rolling everything into a certain area of the field, usually with 2 receivers in that general area. All he's got to do is pick one of the 2.
3rd and 7.
Right down to turn it over. If the Bears have had problems right here. We got nobody deep, so we're getting ready to come after him with a whole bunch of folks.
And they send some people, but back a few of them out of there, and the Bears get some pressure. They throw it across the field. It is bobbled but caught.
Yeah.
Good enough for the first down, covered and tackled that time by Ben Watson, but not before first down. Bears had pressure, but the receiver just broke open late and hauled it in, Cam Anderson.
Well, we backed out of all the pressure, but the problem was we had no contain. When he rolled to the outside, there was nobody out here to contain. You've got to keep a contained pressure all the time coming from outside in. The Bears didn't have it right there, and they paid the price.
That's Nick Venenzia on the reception. 1st and 10, forward at the 43. 11:50, second quarter.
Brown's like Robinson. Those are the kind of plays he can make for you. You know, he can he can take a play that didn't look like it was going to be anything, and he can scramble, and he keeps his eyes downfield. And again, because he's used to rolling out, throwing on the run, he keeps his eyes downfield, and he can read half the field. He's not having to read what the secondary is doing all over the place. They're making it simple for him, and that's great coaching.
Last play, the quarterback, Brown, took a high snap and fell on the ball, just dropped it, and it's second down and a loss on the play of 8. Second and 18. Ball's placed back to the 35. This time they got 3 receivers. They spread in. Pryor comes into the slot left. They throw it that way in the flat, and a nice play in the open field. Tackle on the tight end, Jalen Brown. The Bears came up and made the stop, and again, that's Ussery from his safety position, makes the stop, no gain, third down and long.
And that's what you got to have. You got to have coverage. They had run 2 receivers out there to clear it out, and then just were going to throw it in the flat. Again, a simple play. They don't do anything real complicated in their pass game, and their quarterback's able to react. It's more of a reaction passing game. See if they roll this way. You got 3 receivers over here. Unless they run that back out, and see if they run that back out to the left in the flat again.
3 receivers here near side, back to pass. Pressure right up the middle, incomplete. Ball thrown in the dirt.
No, that wasn't even close to interference there, young man. That's a kid that caught the last third down pass for the first, but that wasn't even close there. Nobody was around him. And we're going to, 10:25 to go in the second quarter, and we're going to maybe get to run another play or 2.
That's it.
Unless we return this punt for a touchdown.
Bears have run 3 offensive plays and lead this game 14-6, and we're about the 10-minute mark of the second quarter. Kylan Odine is the punter, standing at his own 20. Gets the snap. It's a good one. Steps into it. Fair catch called for and taken at the 29.
Good job right there.
Songa Yates hauled it in for the Bears. And here comes the LR offense. So far it's been a touchdown pass of 68 yards and a kickoff return of 95. And that has given the Bears this 14-6 lead over Catawba. Lenoir-Rhyne coming into this game is 5-5. Catawba 7-3.
You know, Songa Yates has done a remarkable job this year, I think, catching punts.
When he's been healthy, you're right.
That's not necessarily he's made a lot of great returns. He's made plenty of returns, but he has really done a great job catching the football. That was not an easy catch right there because he had a guy bearing down on him who was being blocked, and they were right in front of him.
1st and 10 for the Bears at the 29. Boyd to the left of Robinson. He'll take the snap and he'll throw. Tries a scramble.
There you
Flips
go.
it out in the left to Boyd at the 30. Makes a move, makes a tackle. Over the 35 to the 36. Gain of 7 on the play. Little flare pass in the flat in front of the LR bench. Goes Boyd, and he gets good yardage.
Kamani Robinson special right there. It was a drop back. We were trying to hit it deep again. You know, we're known for doing that, especially on first down, but they had it covered down the field. But then again, Kamani got good movement back there, scrambled around, kept his eyes open, flipped it out there, and we pick up about 7 yards.
They send O'Brien in motion. Robinson in the gun. Boyd to his right. Hands it to Boyd. Running left, no running room. He may get it up to the 35. It's going to be probably no gain, third down.
He lost a yard. They're moving it back to the 35-yard line. The ball was at the 36. You know, I don't know if you saw it, but right before the snap, I looked down. They had all their defensive linemen over here on this side. I think they were misaligned, if you want to know the truth, and that's where we tried to run, where they had everybody. There was nobody on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
It's like they're doing it again.
Well, this is more pass rush right here. See, they're 2 wide guys. This is pass rush city right here.
So the Bears in the shotgun. They got a trips far side. That is to the right. Waiting the snap is Robinson. Gets it, back to pass. Here they come on the blitz. He just throws it across the middle, and he's hit and incomplete. Intended for a receiver,
Agnew.
falls incomplete, goes Agnew.
Boy, that was a bad series after a good first down. You know, running play into the strength and lost a yard, and then, you know, we caught them in what we wanted. You know, they stunted everybody. If you see the replay on this, Juju, they stunted. Watch, they bring 2 guys and we pick them up, and the guy's right there. But see, there's no place for him to go. If he catches that ball, he couldn't have made the first down.
Simmons standing back at his own 20, waiting the punt. Gets the good snap. And it is blocked.
Barely,
he got it away.
Barely. Roll ball, roll down the field. There you go. Well, I tell you what, he almost took too long. He caught the stand. He kind of looked up, and, boy, they were all over him. He barely got that one off. That's a pretty good punt, all things considered.
Yeah, 17-yard line. That's about a 35-yard punt with a nice roll. They got a piece of it, but he was able to get it away.
That was kind of a letdown after the punt, the kickoff return and the big play, splash play, to come out there and run a couple plays and give it up. That was kind of a letdown. I was expecting something, big to happen there.
8:35 to go, second quarter. Bears on top here, 14-6. Season finale here at Moret Stadium. Nice crowd on hand. Some local bands, some local middle schools bringing their football teams to be recognized here today. Here's a flare pass to Laline out in the flat, and the Bears come up and stop him. Cooper,
great
linebacker,
job
with the stop loss on the play. Second down and 12. Good play by Trayvon Cooper, the senior.
I'm thinking Cooper, yeah. Cooper, he's our leader, actually, in terms of defensive stats. For the conference, he's 13th in the conference, and however they rank him, I'm not sure what they rank him on, but he's 13th in the conference. And we got a guy named W. Broom who played one game, and he's up there. He's 9th in the conference.
Second down and 12. Quarterback Preston Brown, and he gets pressure, and he goes down with a sack.
He doesn't look like he's that nimble a runner. That didn't look all that great right there. The Bears really corralled him pretty good. But he has the ability to throw the football well on the run, and they know that. And that's what I appreciate about Coach Haynes and the coaching staff there. Coach Jordan Sofcheck is the offensive coordinator and works with the quarterbacks. They're not asking him to do a bunch of things he can't do. They're asking him to hand the ball off, throw play-action passes, and when he's got to throw it, we'll try to roll him one way or the other and roll him out so he can see half the field.
Number 14, Jaden Haynes, one of the guys on the stop on the sack. This time Brown will throw it again, double pumps.
Tackle.
And it's incomplete. Receiver drops it on the far side, intended for R.J. Jackson. Albemarle High School product.
He was trying to catch it and run back inside. It looked like, because when he turned inside, he lost the ball because he knew he was near the boundary, and if he stepped out of bounds, he wasn't going to make the first down. So he turned back to the inside. That's when he lost the football. The Bears, again, that semi-block punt really paid off for the Bears because we got them deep in their own territory now, with a fair catch in it. Uh-oh.
Punter drops the football, and he'll kick it away. He was able to do it.
Look at this.
And he'll get a nice roll, and Bears will let it roll down to the 40.
Boy, that's back-to-back punter plays that were outstanding. That's just one heck of a play right there. Their punter is Kalen Odine. No, that's not 31, is it?
Yeah.
That's 31? Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyway, that's a heck of a play right there. He was tackled. He was being tackled as he kicked it. That's a heck of a play right there. That may be a saving play for them, depending on what happens right now, because we were going to get the ball inside the 10-yard line, I believe.
7:15 to go, second quarter. Bears lead 14-6. They'll have it at their own 37. They sent Brenton in motion, empty set. Robinson in the gun. Back to pass. Quick throw over here in the flat to Yates. Gets a good block again by O'Brien. Steps out of bounds near the 50. Good enough for a first down.
Yeah, that's the same play we saw Cataba run earlier when they ran it out there to the gosh, I forgot his name.
The receiver,
Dean.
Pryor.
No, not their guy.
Yeah, Bo Pryor.
Bo Pryor, I'm sorry, yeah. They ran that same play, and I tell you what, Sonny Yates is a guy you want to have the ball right there. Get him the ball quick so he can run. He can make big plays for you running after the catch.
This is a running play. This is Brenton. Finds a hole. Driving forward, he'll get down to the 40, and good enough for another first down.
Wow, what a play.
Trey Brenton will gain 12.
I'll tell you what. He just powered through there and kept on going. That was a nifty run right there. He was getting a little help by his offensive lineman kind of pushing him down the field too.
We'll take it, 1st and 10, 38-yard line of Catawba.
Yeah, see, we ran into the strength too. Look, see, they're a little stronger over here against the run than they are on the other side. We're going to run. Let's go right.
Quick pass over here. This is O'Brien, hauls it in. Tackled.
5-yard gain.
They'll take it at the 33. Am I listening to another game somewhere? You hear that?
Yeah. Sounds like it doesn't.
.5:45 to go, second quarter, 2nd and 5 for the Bears. At the 5:41 mark, Robinson in the shotgun, going right to left. Brenton in the backfield. Robinson will throw, gets pressure on his face. He throws it in the flat. Deep in the end zone, incomplete. Wasn't catchable, intended for Marshall on the far side.
That was a good throwaway, too. He just threw that ball. There was no way. He wasn't even trying to get that ball to Marshall. He was throwing it away. He realized what he had to do. And, you know, these are the plays that the Bears have not been able to overcome. They're 2nd down and 5, and they go for the long one, and they don't get it. Now it's 3rd down and 5. These are the plays all year long that have been troublesome for the Bears right here. If we don't make this, now we're in that gray zone, and our field goal kicker hasn't been as accurate, so you don't know whether to go field goal, go punt it, or go for it. So this is a big down right here for the Bears.
3rd and 5. Yates goes in motion. Robinson will throw. Nobody open. He's just going to throw it away again.
Yep. And see, now there you are, 4th and 5 now. See, the Bears have just had a lot of problems in those downs like that when we get, you know, we get a 2nd and 5 and then we don't do anything. We got a 3rd and 5, and now all of a sudden, boom, what happens?
They're going to go for it here.
Yep. Well, you know, that might be a little long now. Deneen was the kind of kicker. The leg would not a problem for him from this distance, but his accuracy all year was the problem.
4th and 5, 5:20 to go. Bears got to get to the 28. They have it at the 33.
You're going to hit Songa Yates here on some kind of little quick out.
He's been a big playmaker for the Bears. Number 1, he looked that way, left. Robinson with time across the middle finds
Turn up
Thomas.
the field. Up.
And he does get the first down.
Whew. Boy, he almost didn't turn up the field.
27-yard line. All he needed to get to the 28. He barely made it, and the Bears get a big 4th down conversion, and he'll take it down to the 27, 1st and 10 with 5 minutes to go before half. Bears on top 14-6.
That was a good play by Dustin Thomas. Again, he's kind of become a possession receiver, but he made the smart move. He stopped. He was running sideways, but he was about a yard or two behind the sticks when he finally planted that foot and turned up the field and got us the first down.
Yates goes in motion in the shotgun. Play action. They're going to run a reverse, fake reverse. Robinson rolling around the right. He's got some running room. Steps out of bounds. Short gain down to the 24-yard line, excuse me.
I hear that game you're talking about.
Ferris State. And Bell. That might be a last year's championship game. It says Valdosta State and Ferris State. 4 minutes to go here. Second quarter. Quick pass, a run play to Boyd. Inside the People's Bank red zone to the 19. Goes Alex Boyd with a nice carry. 3rd down and short now. Bears got to get to the 17. It's at the 19. 3rd and 2.
It sounds like it's coming out of my computer, partner, but I swear I don't have anything open that would have that game on there, I don't think.
So this time Robinson in the shotgun, 3rd and short. To the left is Boyd.
Bunch of folks on the line of scrimmage.
Look to the sidelines. Quick snap. Boyd takes the handoff.
First down.
Spins, first down, breaks the tackle, and into the end zone.
Wow.
Alex Boyd gets into the land of milk and honey. And with 3:10 to go, second quarter, it's Lenoir-Rhyne 20 and Cataba 6.
Boy, I tell you, that's got to see the replay on that one. That's ESPN material right there. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of a run right there. He looked like he looked like he's bottled up. He made the yardage it looked like we needed, but boy, I'm telling you what, he never gave up.
Great drive by the Bears. Lengthy drive by LR. Extra point by Creasamore is good. So with 3:10 to go, second quarter, it's now LR 21, Cataba 6.
And they overcame that fourth down.
They did.
We got a fourth down play we had to make. So that's good for the Bears. It gives you a little confidence.
Back with more. This is the Bears Sports Network.
Celebrate great with Carolina West Wireless. Great new phones and a great customer experience, all on our great nationwide high-speed network. Stop by today and get big savings on select Samsung smartphones, like $350 off the Samsung Galaxy S20 and S20 Plus, and $350 off the Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. The great savings continue with 4 lines of unlimited data for just $35 a month per line. Celebrate great savings and go stay connected wherever your travels take you.
Hey Bears fans, Dave here.
Back at Moret Stadium, Senior Day, homecoming behind us. We have Alumni Day, Letterman's Day, and so far it's been all Bears. It's 21-6 over Cataba this afternoon in the 104th meeting between these two schools. Thanks for tuning in, listening to Bear football as we await the kickoff again by Broom, and he kicked it to the left side, fielded at the 3, running in front of the LR bench and making the stop, pushing him out of bounds. Good play by the Bears.
Boy, if you can kick the ball where that ball was kicked right there. Who is 31? He hasn't been doing any kicking, has he?
No, he has not. That's Mr. Walker Broom.
Yeah.
Sophomore out of Anderson, South Carolina.
Okay. Anyway, Walker did a great job right there. He kicked that ball low, but he kicked it into the right corner, and the guy had no choice but to catch it because it looked like it would probably stay in bounds. So he caught the ball in the corner and really had nowhere to run. He couldn't even run to the other side of the field because he was so deep in the corner. So that was a great kick as far as covering. Now with 3:04 to go, the Bears have got to, get a stop right here. 3 and out.
1st and 10. This is Queese Williams with a delay handoff. He'll get a first down run of 11 up to the 28. Big surprise in college football halftime. South Carolina 30, Texas A&M 3.
Wow. Boy, that's a stunner.
3rd-ranked Aggies down by 27 at home.
At home. I'll tell you what, this is, the Bears got to be careful here. They're not going to come out and just throw it all over the place.
Williams trying to scamper to the right, pushed out of bounds by Bradburn.
See,
Brody Bradburn with the stop, and that's going to be a loss.
Yeah, we gave up a good run on 1st down. We were playing pass all the way, and they said, whoa, hold it. Not so fast, my friend. We're not going to throw the ball. We're going to run the ball down here.
That's big for South Carolina.
It ain't over yet.
Shane Beamer.
It ain't over yet, though.
Yeah, it's only halftime. Two-minute timeout. This game has flown by, hasn't it?
I'll tell you what, it has. Hadn't been a lot of possessions.
It is Bear time, Tommy Deal. Good to see you, sir. 2-minute timeout. We'll step aside with your score. It's Lenoir-Rhyne 21 and Kataba 6 on the Bears Sports Network.
Family gatherings, evening strolls.
These are the moments in life that you live for.
When injury or illness gets in the way, Fry Regional Medical Center is here for you.
With expertise, technology, and compassion.
We offer services that help repair bones, mend hearts,
and welcome your newest family members into the world.
We are doctors, nurses, and caregivers
dedicated to making sure you live your healthiest life.
All right, back here at Moret Stadium. 2-minute timeout is in the books. We await the Second down and 11 call for Cataba. They have the football at their own 27, 1st and 10, or 2nd and 11. Preston Brown is their quarterback.
I wonder what they're waiting on.
Was it a TV timeout?
Yeah, the guy, he just now walked. He's down here to my right. I wasn't watching.
So this is Brown, the quarterback. The back is Williams behind him to his right. And he'll take a shotgun snap and will throw. This time he lofts it downfield. The Bears had really good zone coverage. Whitehead on the coverage, incomplete.
That's exactly what I don't want my quarterback doing in that situation now. You know, you can tell that Preston Brown, you know what he does and what he does well. And throwing that ball just straight down the field deep is not one of them. That was almost an overthrow on purpose.
See if the Bears can stop him here, get the ball, and they'll get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, and plenty of time on the clock if they get the ball back. But this is the big stop play right here.
3rd and 11. Bears are only rush 3. Brown with time. Throws it underneath and tackled by the big tight end.
There you go.
Jalen Brown. But the Bears had good coverage that time by the cornerback. Tackled by, again, another Royce Turner tackle, and that's going to be to the 31. LR calls timeout. 1:45 to go. We'll keep it right here. 4th down coming. Bears will get the football. Should be decent field position. Have a chance to maybe get that back-to-back scores, and he'll get the ball to start the second half. Already leading here 21-6. We got plenty of things coming up at halftime. You'll want to hear from the head women's basketball coach in her first season, Emery Satoris. Team opens up her season over here at Moret Stadium. If fans that are watching or listening to us in the Hickory area, if you want to come on over, you can get a ticket for the LR football game. That'll get you into the basketball game for free. And then we'll have her on at halftime, and then the head coach of the national champion women's triathlon team will join us, Harley Mason, all coming up at the half, plus some scores, stat updates, tell you what went right for the Bears in this first half, leading here 21-6. And they'll should get decent field position as Songa Yates back to receive for the Bears. He's returned to kick for a touchdown already this year, standing at his own 29. Waiting the boot from Odine. Had problems the last time here. See if the Bears try to pressure him.
No, he did. He babied that one.
And the kicker, Yates. Where's the flag? There you go. The late flag. Yates signaled for fair catch and got hit as he was coming up to catch the football. And that's going to be a 15-yard penalty against Kataba.
Yeah, Kataba got the ball. The ball hit Yates when he was on the ground. But I can't believe they can get the ball with this because he would not have been on the ground if he had not been hit. I don't know what the discussion is over.
Well, if the yellow flag is out, and if they change this, the red flag is going to come.
It's kick catch interference. There's no way it can be anything else. Now, what happens after that? Because he got knocked down and then the ball hit him and they did recover it. I can't believe Catawba winds up with the ball and they got a penalty that got it to them. We're going to find out right now. Holy mackerel. Wow.
Throw the red flag.
You got to, well, I don't know if you can red flag this. This is a judgment call. I don't know how he could say it was not kick catch interference. I guess he said that the guy was blocked into him. That's amazing.
Let's look at the replay.
I tell you what, Lenoir-Rhyne has had some weird situations this year that have changed games around.
Who blocked him?
Nobody touched him.
Nobody touched him. Throw the red flag,
Coach.
Coach.
Flag, Coach.
Please, throw the red flag.
Well, it may be one that can't be red flagged, though. That's
you at least test it. What do they do, take a timeout away from you?
Mackerel. I'm telling you, this could be a game changer right here.
Screen pass over to Pryor.
This could be a game changer. The Bears getting ready to go down the field and score again. Go up 28-6 today. This reminds me of some of the things that's happened to us in previous games.
I don't see how you can miss that.
I don't either.
I don't know how you see, but they did. It's 2nd down and 5. We got 1:33 to go. Bears trying to hold them out of the end zone here. Cataba, the highest scoring offense in the league, coming in averaging 35 a game, have been held to 6 here in the first half. Brown looking for someone, throws it, flips it over here, intercepted. Desmond Green with the pick at the 30. He's got some space, and he is tackled in the open field by one of the offensive linemen at the 42. Still time on the clock. Desmond Green with his 4th interception of the season.
Again, what you don't want to do with their offense is have that quarterback throwing the ball deep down the field like that. I mean, there was nobody. I mean, I know who he was trying to get the ball to, but it wasn't even close. I mean, that's not what he does, and put him in that position, you know. I'm running the rollout. I'm trying to 15 yards at a time, that ball down the field. You watch this. He throws this ball, and it never gets anywhere close to who he's trying to hit, see?
Bears had double coverage, too, in the zone. Brown was not Brown, but Desmond Green was underneath, and were not for the big offensive lineman tackling him, he may have taken it to the house.
That could have been a game saver for him. Well, it cost the Bears probably about 14 or 15 seconds in time, but they got the ball back about the same position on the field they would have had it.
At the 42 now. Robinson, quick throw over here to Yates. Has some space to the 45, to the 49, and right bumped out of bounds at the 50. Gets out of bounds, stops the clock, gain of 8.
Yeah, Bears got plenty of time. The time's not the issue right here, and we should have 2 timeouts left. So, they can do whatever they want to do right now. They just got to be efficient with the play calls.
2nd down and short. Back to the left of Robinson. They send O'Brien, the tight end, into motion here near side. 2 receivers to each side now. Robinson will throw again. Looking right, throws right. High throw over the head of the receiver, incomplete.
That's a good throwaway right there. I don't think he was trying to complete that. I think he saw what we saw up here. There was nobody open. He just getting rid of the ball, saving some time. You want to have a 3rd down and 1, and, don't want to have anything worse than that.
Intended for Agnew.
So this could be any number of things. I would think it's a run play, pick up the 1st down, call timeout. Or go ahead and line up on the ball.
We haven't seen Robinson keep the ball much here today.
Yeah, they haven't run many of those play-action runs. Here we go.
And here's a running play. This is Boyd, spins his way down to the 40, gain of 10, 1st down.
Get out there real quick and line them up. Let's go.
Clock stops to move the chains.
Save that timeout. Now, see, he's holding the clock. The clock's running, and he's holding it up so they can sub. Because we sub one guy, they get to sub one guy. That cost us about 15, 20 seconds on the clock. They got to do something about these kind of rules. This is crazy. I've seen it in a lot of other games, too.
Man is open. This is Marshall, pushed out of bounds and complete. Yeah. High throw.
If the ball's down where he can catch it, if it's down where it should have been shoulder height, he catches that ball and gets a foot down pretty easily. I like the route concept, though. They had an underneath and then they had a deeper behind him, and he was open. He just actually overthrew him.
2nd and 10, 40 seconds. Still plenty of time. Ball's at the 41. Bears have 1 timeout left. Robinson in the gun. To the right is Boyd. On his right hip pocket.
You'd at least like to get a situation here where you get a chance at a field goal at worst.
Boyd goes in motion. Now empty set for Robinson. Back to pass, looking. Throws it across the middle, in and out of the hands, and almost intercepted by the linebacker. And it falls incomplete as a good play by the linebacker that time. Jalen Hinton, a junior from Irmo, South Carolina.
Yeah, the ball
should have had an interception.
Yeah, it was just a shade behind him. If he gets that ball in front again, Don Marshall, he's got a big old wrap on that light leg around his knee, so it must have been what's been keeping him out. But I tell you what, if he gets that ball in front of him, I believe it's a completion.
3rd and 10 now at the 41.
See if they bring some pressure this time. They haven't brought any.
Robinson, time. Zips it across the middle, complete. Agnew to the 21st, down to the 15. Hit and knocked down to the 11. Zion Agnew gets a big gash play down to the 12 and a first down in the People's Bank red zone. Timeout Bears, 26 seconds.
And of all the plays that we've run all year long, that play, not necessarily that exact play, but hitting a receiver deep across the middle, kind of on a deep square end, has been the most successful play that I can remember that the Bears have run. They get everybody going back deep, and then one of those guys comes across in a deep square end. The linebackers can't cover him. He's way too deep. And the secondary probably in a zone coverage of some kind back there. Nobody's in that particular area, and they can converge on it and make the tackle, but it's still a 20, 25-yard pickup.
Buck Barrett, Isaac Keene, Brady Bostain, Chris Weinert, and Ryan Wetzel playing a good game up front on the offensive line, giving Robinson plenty of time on that last pass for the big completion. So the Bears have it now at the 12 with 26 seconds left. They get the ball to start the second half, leading here 21-6, have a chance to put a big dent in this football game.
Bostain and Keene are the only two of those guys. There's 12 guys, the two deep, or 10 guys, the two deep, and 6 of those two deep are guys that are seniors will be leaving, but Keene and Bostain. Now, Bostain has really played well for a freshman, and it's great to think of having a center now for 3 more years.
East Burke High School product. This time the Bears tell them to spread out. O'Brien in on the slot. They send Yates in motion. Robinson in the shotgun. To the right is Robinson. Waiting the snap from Bostain. Gets it. Quick pass over here. They run a little flea flicker. This is Robertson cutting around the corner.
Well, what a neat little play.
Gets a pretty good yardage, about 8 yards.
Well done right there. I tell you what, if he'd have been just a little more inside, he might have got by with that one all the way to the end zone. Heck of a play right there for the Bears. And, you know, this is the last game. You don't have to worry about anybody saying, well, next week they can worry about this. No, there is no next week for these two teams. They can onside kick. They can fake punt. They can do anything they want to in this ball game.
Empty the playbook, as they say.
Yep.
Second down. Bears can get a first down to the 3. They have it at the 6.
Yeah, with the time on the clock, you just about got to throw. You may run one play because you got one timeout.
And Robinson will throw it. Throws it high and complete.
I tell you,
through the hands of Marshall again.
He has really worked hard to try to get Don Marshall a catch. He's thrown about 4 times to him. That was a good route. It was just, again, he's been a little bit too high to Marshall. The guy that was open right then was Boyd. Boyd ran the little flat route out there. And that was almost the same route you saw that Kataba ran earlier in the game, where they cleared it out and then the halfback ran in the flat.
16 seconds. Third down and a long 3.
Don't make the first. You got field goal and a timeout.
Robinson gets the snap. Quarterback draw, has all kind of room down to the 5 and into the 3-2-1 and into the end zone. Touchdown.
Great call. Great call right there. I don't think anybody in the ballpark was thinking quarterback draw in that situation. What a great job, Coach Socia and the offensive staff right there. I'm telling you, Steve DeMayo, the pass game coordinator, Jelani Lord, offensive line coach, run game coordinator, Chris Young, wide receivers coach, Nate Mullen, running back coach, Cade Socia, tight ends coach, all had a hand in that one. Great job.
Carmani Robinson. And the Bears take the lead with 10 seconds left. It's 27-6 over Catawba. Bears have won this series 7 straight years, looking to make it 8 in a row. And people asked me out in the tailgate area before the game, what do you think, what do you think? And I said, looking at Catawba, I said, it's going to be a long day maybe for the Bears. And we were wrong, man. The Bears' offense have been fantastic
here.
Well,
we chunk played them, and then we had the kickoff return, and that really changed the entire tempo of the game. This team reminds me of some of the teams that the Bears had way back when, they're built to be in the game all the way through with their quarterback, the pass game, and what they've got going. They're built to be in the game. And when they get behind and it forces, you saw what happened last time. They had to throw the ball down the field, and the quarterback is not a down the field thrower. He's a play action guy, and he's a guy that can sprint and throw the ball toward the boundary, limit him to half the field and make it easy for him. But when you put him in those situations, I don't necessarily blame him because it's just not something he's going to do very well.
Maybe the Bears have this offense figured out.
Well, they're the kind of time that beat you with a lot of paper cuts.
How many plays?
Don't have the big splash plays, but they'll paper cut you to death running the football and hitting the short passes. That's what they did on their first couple drives, and then the Bears held them to field goals.
And that was a big key as well. In those first couple of drives, if Kataba scores touchdowns, they have 14 points on the board, and it's a different ball game.
I'll tell you what, the Bears have done a great job defensively, actually, in this game. Made some plays when they needed to make them.
Here's Broom's kick again. This time he'll kick it to the goal line, and here comes Kataba on the return. Bears get really good coverage, knock him down at the 22.
Albany State 14, Benedict 7. That's for the championship of that league and the playoff spots. Those two teams are probably going to both make the playoffs, we think. But the winner of this game is going to get the higher seed. 2 minutes, 35 seconds to go in the third. Pembroke North Greenville with a minute to go in the first half. It's 19-13 North Greenville.
They've come back to take the lead.
Yeah, I think Pembroke's probably got a shot at getting in there, but it's just going to depend. At number 6, you could be bumped.
All right, so they take a knee, and we'll go to the break. You want to join us at halftime? We got special guests galore. The Bears go to the locker room with this shocking lead here. It's LR 28 and Catawba 6. Back with our halftime right after this on the Bears Sports Network.
Ferris State 30, Davenport 23.
Starting in fall 2026, eligible first year and transfer students.
Back at halftime, Juju Phillips, thanks for joining us on the Bears Sports Network, watching the Lenoir-Rhyne Marching Band perform here at halftime with the Bears leading 28-6. With us now here at halftime up in the booth is Harley Mason, the head coach for the women's triathlon team for Lenoir-Rhyne, and for the third time in the last 4 years, you put the title in front of that, the national champion women's triathlon team. Coach, congratulations. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.
And what's it been like winning your third championship, national championship in the last 4 years? Tell us about your team this year and how you were able to do that earlier last week.
Yeah, it's been incredible, and honestly, last year we got second place. Was a little bit bitter about that, so that really motivated us. Our training for this year started November 10th last year, so we've been really working towards it. The team are incredible. They're so motivated. I tell them, like, they have to want it more than I want it, and they absolutely do. They show up every single practice on time and ready to work hard. I never have to tell them to push harder. They do it all, and they do it for each other. They work so well together. They love each other, and our culture really just drives us through all of it.
How do you build a program that's so good, and especially triathlon? It's not something that you can go to local high schools and such and try to recruit people because there's no triathlon teams in high school. How do you put a program together like that?
Yeah, well, it's fortunate in the way that we can take swimmers, we can take runners, we can take triathletes. My number one thing when I recruit athletes for our team is to find those that will be the best teammates. We can teach them how to swim better. We can teach them how to run faster. As long as they're willing to show up and support each other, we can kind of develop them as triathletes. So yeah, it's just we have a good amount of international, so it's creating good relationships with other coaches around the world and in the junior elite clubs there are in the U.S. But other than that, it's just finding those that are willing to show up for each other every day, and we'll make sure they put in the work to get to the championship.
The championships were held in Florida last year, and I guess all the other times they've been out in Tempe, Arizona, right?
Correct.
How do you go about recruiting kids from all over the world to come to Hickory, North Carolina? How do you do that?
Our social media has been pretty helpful with that.
Mm-hmm.
Almost every recruit that I talk to, whether it's me reaching out to them or them reaching out to us, have always said, I've seen your team race. I love how they love each other. I see the atmosphere you guys have together at the races, and I want to be part of that. So that's kind of where it starts. That's the root of it, and we just take it from there.
How do you keep kids motivated like that to want to be the best again each and every year? It's one thing to win a championship, but to go back and repeat or finish second again and then repeat again, how do you do that?
Yeah, great question. We show up. I try to show up every day. Just as willing as they do every day. They definitely come in with a lot of passion. You can't do what they do if you don't really want to do it.
Oh no, I am.
So they're very driven individuals. If you ever get a chance to talk to any of them, they're the greatest people to talk to. They're very driven in everything they do. They're a lot of type A people. You'll notice they have great grades as well. They're very talented in every aspect of their life. So I'm very fortunate to be able to work with such motivated athletes.
I've admired them this year, watching them, because back in my younger days I did a couple of biathlons where I would bike and run. What is, when you get to the finals, what are the distances? How far do you have to bike? How far do you have to swim and run?
Yeah, so actually for the women, all the distances will be the same all throughout the season. They swim 750 meters, that's about a half a mile. Then they ride 20 kilometers and then run 5 kilometers at the end. So total for the fastest, it'll be about an hour of just all out.
Okay. And you were the best at doing it this year in Division II, and I guess 6th overall.
Yes, correct. I think
from
that's
all divisions.
The highest we've placed through all divisions this year.
That's amazing. Congratulations. Continued success. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, Harley Mason, the head triathlon coach, women's triathlon coach at Lenoir-Rhyne, taking her program to their third national championship in the last 4 years, joining us at halftime. We'll come back with more of our halftime activity. Stay with us. Bears on top here, 28-6 on the Bears Sports Network.
head coach. She comes from Gannon, who's ranked number 2 in the nation right now. She hasn't lost many games as an assistant, and she's got a whole new roster. So we're kind of going into this game blind, but we know how we want to play, and we want to make other teams play to our tempo. And so we are just telling the girls, hey, let's play our game, and they're going to have to adjust to us, and we're really excited about them. But got 2 great programs coming in this weekend, and it's a great opportunity for us to get better.
So tell us real quick, how did you hear about Lenoir-Rhyne? Obviously, you were in the SAC with Mars Hill, but how did you happen to get really interested in becoming the head coach at LR?
Well, honestly, Lenoir-Rhyne has since I've been a player, I actually played at USC Aiken, so it's actually a full circle for me today, opening up at LR with them. But LR, since I've been a player, has just been one of the best Division II schools in the nation. You always see them in top 25s in pretty much every program. And so when this job came open, I knew this was somewhere that I would want to be, because I want to win a national championship, and you obviously can do that at Lenoir-Rhyne. So I couldn't be more grateful to have this opportunity and get to work for Darren Montgomery, who is the best AD in the world. So very grateful to get going today.
And you're playing today and again tomorrow. Tell fans they come out and see Lenoir-Rhyne, what kind of team they're going to see.
You're going come out. We play today at 4 p.m. and tomorrow at 4 p.m. So we're trying to make it easy on everybody. So remember the times. What they're going to see is an exciting brand of basketball. So we like to press. We like to play in transition. If we can find a good shot in the first 8 seconds of the shot clock, we're gonna put it up. And you might see in some of our scrimmages, we were close with some good teams in the first half. And we tell our girls we play this way every day, and other teams don't. So in the third and fourth quarter, it's hard for other teams to keep up with us, because we do it and they don't practice like that. So we want to score a lot of points, we want to get a lot of stops, and we want to get some wins this weekend.
And hope it all starts coming up in about an hour and a half, right?
Yes, we go. Let's go Bears.
All right, so for fans that are watching or listening, if you want to come out, 4 o'clock this afternoon at Shuford Memorial Gymnasium, now Shuford Arena. Well, it's the Bears playing, and again tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. Coach, thanks as always for joining us. Good luck this afternoon. Good luck all season.
Thank you, Juju, and go Bears.
Go Bears. Emery Satoris, the women's basketball coach for LR, as we get set for the opening second half kickoff. The Bears will get the ball to start the second half, leading here 28-6. And if you look at the stats here in the first half, it's been all Bears. Really, Lenoir-Rhyne's got over 200 yards of offense to Kataba's 150, but big plays, Jack, have really given the Bears this big advantage going into the third quarter, 28-6 over Kataba.
Yeah, we were talking about it. Mr. Montgomery, our senior vice president for athletics, was up here. We were talking about the desperation there, the difference in the time of possession. But, the scoreboard says 28-6. Now, remember, what game was it? Emory and Henry, we were up 28-3 at halftime.
Sure was. Yes, indeed.
We've got to, as I told you at Mars Hill, we've got to keep the pedal down. We've got to keep the pressure on right here. We do not want to let these folks back in the ball game.
Here's the opening second half kickoff, and it's a little pooch kick, and it's going to be picked up at about the 15 by Robertson. He misses one man. He has a little bit of space and nearly broke another one to the 28. Goes Ty Robertson.
That was close. He barely got the ball, and 2 guys missed him, and the only guy that might could have got him down did get him down, because he was about to break that one loose, it looked like. So
first and 10 for the Bears at the 28.
And the Bears, again, they got to keep the pedal down. We cannot let up. There's, statistically speaking, they don't matter. We've got more passing yards. The rushing yards are not that far off. We've had some big plays, but we've got to keep the pedal down offensively here, and then defensively do what we did the last half of that time.
Songa Yates getting the pitch and has some space to the 40, 45, 50. Yates down the sidelines in front of the Catawba benches, run out of bounds, but not before he gets down to the 35 as the Bears throw a little wrinkle here on the first play of the second half and get it deep into Catawba territory.
Take out all the playbook and just let it rip. That was something we haven't seen all year, kind of a jet sweep kind of thing. He tossed it forward, so I guess that goes down as passing yardage.
He gets big yardage.
Yeah, I believe that's passing yardage when you flip it forward.
About 35 yards on the reception. First and 10 now, Bears in Catawba territory. Yates goes in motion here near side. He's in the slot. Robinson in the gun. To the right is Boyd. Play action, back to pass. Robinson, they're going to take a shot downfield. Flag collision down there between the receiver and the defensive back. Let's see what the penalty is.
There come two of them flying in there. I don't think there's any doubt. I think it's going to go against the defense. I think he stopped and tripped our guy. That was Agnew running the deep route. Let's see if they're going to call it an uncatchable ball or something like that and pick them up.
Pass interference, defense, number 26.
15 yards, takes the ball down to the 20-yard line?
Yeah, right.
22-yard line, 21-yard line.
Beyond the outskirts of the People's Bank red zone at the 21. 1st and 10 now, Bears.
You call the red zone at the 20?
Yeah.
I think of it more as the 25, but I don't know what they use in college or what they use in the NFL, which is the red zone. I think his team's got some better on offense. They moved it back 5 yards.
1st and 10 for the Bears, going right to left. Buck Barrett, Isaac Keene, Brady Bostain, Weinert, and Wetzel up front. Back to pass, Robinson. Across the middle, this pass is caught by O'Brien. He'll get it down to the 16. That's going to be a gain of 5.
If he'd had a split second longer, we had more receivers down the field than they had cover people, but they brought more than we could block, and he had to get rid of that ball really quickly there because there was one guy we could not block. We did a great job of blocking, and that offensive line has done about as well today as I've seen them do all year long as far as pass blocking. I don't believe there's been a sack.
2nd and 5. Robinson in the gun. Boyd to his right. He'll get the handoff running right. Cuts it to the outside. Has the first down to the 5. Breaks a tackle and lunges to the end zone to the 1-yard line.
He almost got it. I have to go with the official on this one, though. I saw him where he came down, where his knee hit. The ball hadn't quite got across the goal line. And that's just a great run right there by Alex Boyd. He's done a great job filling in. You know, he's a senior, and I tell you, a lot of the seniors, that offensive line seniors are stepping up today, and Alex Boyd's a senior. Songa Yates is a senior. I tell you what, the seniors are really making good shows. Defensively as well, James Usry, Maddox Aprilli.
1st and goal at the 1. Bears trying to bust it open. And here's a reverse again to Yates, and they throw him for a loss way back inside about the 11-yard line.
Yeah, Coach wanted to get Songa a touchdown. That may cost us. He wanted to get Songa a touchdown there, and they brought the house. They were fully committed. If we'd have thrown the ball anywhere, we probably got a touchdown, but they brought everybody, and there was one guy completely unblocked that came through. And I understand the call. That play just worked for big yardage, and he wanted to get – that would have been a great touchdown for Songa to get right there.
It's going to be only a loss of 5. Back to the 6. They send Boyd in motion, empty set now. The quarterback Robinson, naked back there. Quarterback draw, cuts it inside the 5, down to the 4.
They got it back about to where it was. So you got one play to score now. I thought he might run the quarterback draw, but I thought he might wait till 3rd down, but he knew that they were thinking if we got to 3rd down, they'd be thinking quarterback draw.
3rd down and goal at the 4. Bears lead 28-6. 11:40 to go, 3rd quarter.
Well, there's, no question. I don't know what we'll do if on 4th down, but I would kick the field goal. That will give you a 4-score lead if we kick the field goal.
Robinson in the gun. Back to pass. Floats it out here to Yates. He's wide open. Makes a man miss, and he takes it in the end zone. Touchdown.
Oh, no, Songa. Oh, man. Man, that is so bad.
What'd he do? He danced?
He did a little old ugly thing at the guy he dodged. He made that guy look bad right there, and then he turned around and did a little ugly at him. He's got 15 yards.
And a touchdown, though, as the Bears get on the board. It's now 34-6 with 11:17 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Robinson with his 2nd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
That's a little out of character for Songa Yates, too. I don't know that I've seen him do anything, all year long that, Mom and Dad wouldn't be proud of. But, that wasn't good.
So the extra point is pending. Touchdown will stand. Bears try to make it a 35-6 lead here, and they do.
Good job right there by the Bears, too. Got to keep the pedal to the metal, as they like to say in racing, right?
They do.
And that's exactly what
they have.
Yeah.
Bears score late in the first half and tack on a touchdown here in the second half on their first possession. They take it down the field with about 4 minutes, and now it's LR 35 and Cataba 6. Take a break. Back on the Bears Sports Network.
I saw you wondering.
So the Bears go 32 yards in 5 plays?
32 yards?
No, not 32, 82 yards.
I started to say, we got the ball.
82 yards in 5 plays and tack on their 5th touchdown of the afternoon. It's now 35-6 as Robinson connects with Songa Yates for the touchdown. And who would have had it on their bingo card? Lenoir-Rhyne 35, Catawba 6 coming into this game. Not me. As now the penalty will set the ball back to the 20.
72 yards.
72.
7 plays, 3 minutes, 39 seconds. Short kick. Going to give him good field position.
Nice hit by the Bears. Making the stop on the return is Xavion Gibson-Holmes, a backup defensive back, a senior from Oxford, Mississippi, and Midwestern State transfer. Makes the stop, and Kataba will get it at the 37 for their first possession of the second half. Bears lead here, 35-6. Robinson to Yates. He's second touchdown. He had a 68-yard touchdown pass to Trey Brenton in that first half. They gave the Bears a early lead.
This is probably one of the key possessions for Catawba because right now they've got to do what they do. They've got to grind this ball down the field and get 7 points, even if it takes them 5 or 6 minutes. They're not a big play-oriented offense. They're going to make some big plays occasionally just because they block it well and they throw and catch it. See, the guys are having a little, okay. Officials having a little talk here, had me worried. But anyway, the Bears get a 3 and out right here, then take that ball back down the field. Then they're going to really have this game in hand.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Ball's at the 39. Brown will back to pass. Time. Throws it across the field. Catches it. The tight end.
First down.
Good enough for a first down. Tackled by the Bears, Jalen Brown. Big tight end, the redshirt senior out of Charlotte, and transfer from Bethune-Cookman, 6'5" and a half tight end.
That was Latavius Moore on the tackle. 6'3", 195 freshman. Good-looking freshman kid.
Bears have some youngsters in the secondary that have got more and more playing time as the season progressed. 1st and 10 now, Kataba. Send a man in motion. Quick pass over here. Caught by the receiver. Short gain. Nathan Carr, redshirt sophomore from I Point. Transfer from NC State. Picks up about 9.
You see, this is what they can do. This is their style of offense right here. This is why they were in every game they played. I don't know. This may be the first time at halftime or even in middle of the third quarter they're kind of down point-wise because they normally going to stay in the game running this style of offense.
Quick pass, play action across the middle, thrown behind, but caught.
Bo Pryor.
Pryor with the reception gets the first down to the 30.
That's a heck of a catch, too. The ball was thrown behind him. But they're making the little play action, and they're running the simple routes. They're running the same routes that they ran earlier in the ball game. They're just connecting on them a little bit quicker right now, and they've hurrying up the offense just a little bit. Carson Newman 19, Tusculum nothing. Start of the third quarter.
1st and 10. Ball is on the right hash. Brown getting his teammates set. He's in the shotgun, running back to his right hip. He's going to pass. Throws it deep left side, intended for Pryor.
Caught
dives, caught it.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. No, incomplete.
Yep. Okay. Ball hit the ground. I thought he caught it. I tell you, we're so far away. That's as far away as you can get. And I thought he caught that ball, but the ball hit the ground, obviously, because two officials. Well, actually, the middle official over here had the best look at it. Emory Henry 21, UVA Wise 7 in the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, he bobbled it. 2nd down and 10. We got 2 receivers to the far, 1 here to the near. High snap, quick pass across the middle. Tight end hauls it in. Brown makes the reception. Jalen Brown, quick tackle by the Bears. KJ Whitehead on the stop.
And again, they're doing what they need to do. Stay in your offense, move the ball down the field, and get your points that way.
35-6 in favor of the Bears. Offensive lineman down for Cataba. That's right tackle Dallas Ford. Graduate player transfer from South Carolina State in Concord, North Carolina. Is it Concord or Concord?
Concord.
But up north, it's Concord.
Concord. Yeah, but not in South. It's like Cherryville and Cherryville.
That's right.
Ewan?
3rd down, we'll take a timeout. Injury on the field. We'll step aside with 8:27 to go, 3rd quarter. It's LR 35 and Cataba 6. Back on the Bears Sports Network.
Did you know that Emory Tissatours has a growth coach?
I did not.
Amanda Hilton is our growth coach.
Okay.
How about that?
Back to action. Juju Phillips, Jack Huss, Mike McCree, thank you for tuning in, folks. 3rd down, Cataba. Quarterback Brown has all kind of running room, and he'll slide down, and he'll get the 1st down to the 15.
Yeah, that's the first time all day. He had such a big lane he still wanted to throw the ball, but it was such a big lane there he had to take the 1st down. It was a smart play, but here again they're doing what they need to do. They're eating up a little bit of time, but if they put this ball in the end zone, they will have accomplished what they have to, because they know no matter what else, the defense has got to get some stops. When the defense comes back out, they've got to get some stops or it's not going to matter.
Bears defense have kept them out of the end zone. This is the leading scoring team of the SAC, coming in with averaging 35 points a game. They've been held to 6, no touchdowns. Quick pitch, this is Keese Williams. He runs left side, gets the 1st down. On 1st down, he'll gain about 5.
Yeah, again, stay with what you do. Stay with what you do well. Don't get out of your rhythm. They'll have to do some things maybe a little bit different in the 4th quarter, but go ahead and take this ball down the field. Get you a score right here if you can, and then come back and defense, get us a stop. We'll do it again. Next thing you know, it's 35-20.
2nd down and 5. Clock rolling down to 7:05. Man in motion. Brown, the quarterback, gets the snap. Will throw. Looking right. Zips it over here. Caught. Good enough in for a touchdown. It'd be double coverage that time in the corner here. Grant with the reception and a touchdown for the first time this afternoon. The Indians are on the board from a touchdown. It's now 35-9 with 6:56 to go, 35-13 with 6:56 to go, 3rd quarter.
They're going for 2 right here also.
Make it a 3-score game.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now they've got.
So they'll go for 2.
See what they do
in
here.
the middle of the football field. They send Pryor in motion. They'll throw to him out of the flat here, and he's going to try to run it into the end zone, and he won't. Ran out of space. pushed out of bounds.
That was going to be a double pass. Do you know that?
It did. I thought so too.
Yeah, he stayed deep on purpose, and the guy who was going to throw it to was covered. He only had one receiver out, and he didn't fake anybody out. He just ran down there in the back of the end zone, and one of our guys went in there and stood right with him, and he had no place to throw it. If you're gonna run a double pass, the receiver has got to deke that guy. He's got to make him think, okay, I'm blocking you, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that. But you can't just run down in the back of the end zone and stand there.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good play to call when you're way down, when you don't have that much room. It may be out in the middle of the field you could run a double pass.
Yeah, I like a reverse pass on the goal line because you don't need a lot of room, and you can bring a receiver all the way across the field on the reverse pass.
Yeah.
But, they did what they had to do. I give them a lot of credit. Coach Haynes is staying within what he knows he can do. We were talking about, you talked to Coach Harley Mason, our triathlon coach. He's won 3 national championships now. That's quite a feat. People don't think about that. You say, well, it's triathlon. Well, that's a very, very tough sport. And you talk to her about this, about being able to recruit people, because a lot of high schools don't have triathlon teams. So, you got to find people that can that are willing to do the hard work that goes into being a triathlete. And she's done a great job, and we owe a great deal of credit to her and all the girls for bringing home 3 national championships to the Bears. But that just points up, Juju, and you know this. You've been around as long as I have up here. We got a great group of coaches. Our coaches. Look what we're doing in women's soccer, men's soccer, lacrosse, baseball, softball.
Yeah.
Basketball now. Emily, Tiz-Tourist, you can't. Emily. Coach Tiz-Tourist. Anyway, you can't help but be impressed by her enthusiasm for basketball. And we know what Coach Owen did last year with the men's team. Things are just in such an upward swing here that athletically, and I know the people out there appreciate it. A lot of the people I talk to, and they're starting to learn more about some of these sports they didn't know much about. When you're a 3-time national champion, you want to know a little bit more about being a triathlete. And Matt Winters and you and Hunter and Shayna at the Bears Club, you talk to these people and you let them know what's going on, and I know they appreciate it.
As we await the kickoff to start the second part of this third quarter, it's a squib kick picked up by Watson.
Straight upfield. Don't run sideways.
And he is tackled at the 34. Goes Ben Watson, senior. I'm not so sure that play is practiced that much.
No, but Ben, what you usually tell those guys is you catch that ball, run straight up the field. But those guys catch it, and they think, hey, I can outrun these guys to the outside like they see those speedsters do. Mm-hmm. Well, Ben's not the speedster that's going to outrun you to the outside. But the Bears get the ball back in good field position. And, again, keep the pedal down, offense. Keep the pedal down. 6:49 to go in the third. Take it down the field.
Leading here 35-13. Bears keep it on the ground. This is Brenton finds a huge hole. Right up the middle over midfield down to the 38-yard line goes Trey Brenton. That's a scamper of about 30 yards.
That's what happens when you've been throwing the ball on first down like we have. We've thrown the ball all year on first down a lot, but today, especially in the last couple series, we've thrown the ball on first down or run some kind of a little reverse or a jet sweep, and now we just run a simple handoff play, and it pops right up the middle.
Call it a gain of 26. 1st and 10 now for the Bears in Catawba territory to 39. Ball's on the left hash. Bears going right to left. Back to pass. Robinson, play action. Throws it in the flat to Brenton. He drops it. God. I don't know if he'd have got back to the line of scrimmage. Catawba had it covered.
Yeah, it wasn't going to. Kamani Robinson sometimes will wait as long as he can. He was trying to hit the deep ball. Both his receivers on that side of the field he was looking were deep. He was trying to hit the deep ball over there, and it wasn't there, and he waited just a little too long. Had he got that ball out to Robinson quicker, he would have had a chance to run for some yardage. But as you said, when he caught that ball, he probably wasn't going to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, stops the clock with 6:03 to go third quarter. O'Brien, the tight end, motion left. Receivers to both sides. I wonder why he didn't. Well, this time O'Brien goes to the right side.
He didn't like it over here.
Running play, Brenton.
No.
Right to the line of scrimmage and thrown back. He'll gain maybe 1.
People that know a little bit about football, hear all the time about staying ahead of the chains. Well, there's a classic example. You know, we get 2 plays down the field, get in pretty good position. Then on first down, we have a 0 gain play. Second down, we get a 1-yard play. Now we're 3rd and 9, so we're behind the chains again. If we'd have got 2 or 3, 4 yards on each of those first couple plays, we'd have a 3rd down and 3, 3rd down and 4. That's what you talk about when you're hearing about people say, you know, they're behind the chains.
They send Yates in motion here, near side. 4 receivers out, back to the left of Robinson in the gun. Takes the snap. They come on a blitz straight up the middle. Robinson, no room.
Go, run,
he will take it and run to the 40, to the 35, and he's going to be shy the first down to the 32.
I thought he had a chance to cut back maybe and make it, but he's going to be about 1.5 yards, 2 yards short.
He pulled up a little bit. I don't know if he hurt maybe his hamstring.
No, I think he did what he knew he had to do. He got out of bounds. He wasn't going to get clobbered.
I think the Bears are going to go for it too.
I would think they might. You know, Sonia Yates has been the guy this whole game. You know, Agnew's been kind of quiet, but Sonia, you know, he's a senior and he's had just a big-time game offensively. Zion's a redshirt sophomore. He's going to be the star of the future.
If he doesn't go in the portal.
Well,
you got to say that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you never know.
4th and 1. Bears go for it. Robinson will throw down the field for O'Brien. Hauls it in. 5 and dives in.
He stepped out of bounds.
Touchdown!
No, I thought he was going to mark him out of bounds. Great
touchdown.
job.
Great call. 4th and 1. Bears take it into the end zone. Carmani Robinson, his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And it's now the Bears pouring it on. It's LR 41 and Cataba 12.
I don't remember if Tate Armstrong's got a whole bunch of touchdown catches this year, but that sure was a good one. And what a good throw. Robinson, the thing that I love about him as a quarterback, he doesn't always throw the ball hard. Sometimes he just throws completions. That's what he did right there. He softened that ball up and just threw a completion. If he throws that ball, tries to line a bullet down there, he may miss him. He just put it out there where Tate could catch it and run with it for the touchdown.
3rd touchdown of the season for Tate O'Brien. Greasy Moore's extra point is up and good.
Go Bears.
4:29 to go, 3rd quarter. It's now LR 42, Cataba 12 on the Bears Sports Network.
Lenoir-Rhyne University is proud to announce the Lenoir-Rhyne tuition-free guarantee. Starting in fall 2026, eligible first-year and transfer students from North and South Carolina with family incomes less than $100,000 will be eligible for a 100% full tuition scholarship. This is our commitment to college affordability that we are making to you. Your tuition fully covered. That's the Lenoir-Rhyne guarantee.
All right, back here at Moretz Stadium for the season finale for both teams this afternoon in the 104th meeting between Catawba and LR, and it has been all Bears. Lenoir-Rhyne leading this game 42-12.
North Greenville 27, Pembroke 20. 6 minutes to go in the 3rd. Big ball game. Carson Newman's now up 26-0 over Tusculum with about 7 minutes to go in the game.
Bears tack on their 6th touchdown of the afternoon. 42 yards in 6 plays. Capped off by Robinson to Yates, or to O'Brien, touchdown pass. 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon for Carmani Robinson. Waiting the kick by Broom now.
This is returnable here.
Line drive kick, fielded at the 3. Running left side, Bears had really good coverage, and they knock him down, spin him around, drop him. Good play by the Bears that time. And again, that young player, a freshman, we saw him at linebacker a couple of weeks ago, had a really good game. That's Angus Weaver, redshirt sophomore out of Columbus, North Carolina, Polk County.
Yeah, right over there nearby.
And on the stop that time.
That little wide receiver, Drew Goldsmith, he's listed at 5'10", 175 pounds. If he weighs 175, I'd be surprised. But he is really quick. I was watching Huff High School down in Charlotte. All right, Bears, you know what they're going to do. Just
1st and 10.
Make them take time to get down the field.
Brown will take a shot downfield,
No, don't
and
do that.
it is
Don't
caught
do that.
by Pryor.
Don't do that. God. Usry just slapped hands with Bo Pryor. They probably played against each other because Usry played at Kings Mountain and Pryor played at Burns. And back when,
I'm sure they did.
A few years ago, they would have been in the same conference.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they are right now, but they may be. They've changed the conferences around so much I haven't been able to keep up with them all.
1st and 10 now. Catawba near midfield. Brown will throw it over here in the flat. Caught by the receiver. Breaks a couple of tackles.
Jeez.
And they're down to the 39. Could be another first down for the Indians.
Well, the game, we thought it might be an explosive offensive game because we knew they were leading the league in offense, but they're leading the league in offense because they just could do what they did. They ran the ball and they threw the ball short and they threw it effectively, and that's how they've been winning and how they've been piling up yardage. But today the Bears have really hit the big splash plays, and that's turned the whole game around.
1st and 10 now, 39. Catawba going left to right. Closed end here at Moretz Stadium. 1st and 10. Snap back. Brown pumps, looks, throws across the middle. Caught. Could be about a 10-yard pickup. Another, or was that incomplete? That's incomplete. He dropped the football.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Couldn't tell. He looked like he got hit on the hand. He's holding his hand, and he's coming out of the game real quick. They've been shuffling a lot of receivers in and out anyway. Pryor's been in there a good bit of the time, but the other receivers have kind of been back and forth.
Second and 10, 39-yard line.
See if this is a run play.
It should be. The way they're lined up. Nope. I guess Bears go to the tight end and tackle him. That's Brown again, tackled by Desmond Green, shy of the first down.
Again, they're doing what they do, and I give the coaches a lot of credit. They're not panicking here. They're down by 30, but they're not trying to get it all back in one play, because that's not their style. That's not what they do. They're sticking with the offense that they know how to run. They got to be in illegal formation. There's only one guy, and there's nobody left of the center, so one of these two guys out here has got to be ineligible because they got a tight end over there too. This run play.
Here's a running play to Laline, and he is brought down at the 24. Good pickup that time, about 5. Broke through the middle there, and he was just drugged down quickly. Down to 2:05 to go, third quarter. Bears lead 42-12.
This is the offense we saw the first two series of the game right here. These last two possessions, they've done what they do, and they're doing it well. The only problem is they're 30 points behind right now. But they're not a big, fast catch-up team. That's just not what they are.
1st and 10. Indians have it near the red zone, Peoples Bank red zone. Brown flushed out of the pocket, throws to his big tight end. Brown again. And it's going to be a gain of about 8 down to the 16. Again, Brown to Brown. Sounds like a law firm. 2nd down and short.
Emory and Henry 35, Wise 7. 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. Wait a minute. The thing flashed away from me.
2nd and short. Brown, the tight end, goes from right to left. Bunch formation here. They got two receivers far side. He comes back in motion. Roll out. Quarterback rolling left, throwing, caught, touchdown.
Yep. See, if they get him out there, that's what he does well. He's as good at that as anybody we've seen. We've seen some great quarterbacks this year. This kid right here, when he's on the roll outside like that, he's as good as anybody we've seen all year.
And so
he's just not a pocket guy,
And based off of talking to some people prior to from Catawba, based off of his injury he had last year, knee injury, missed the final 6 games of the season. He got a medical red shirt, so he's a graduate student. He'll get his 6th year next year.
Well, and he does their offense. He's exactly what they want with this offense. If they're gonna do something different, they'll have to. I wouldn't try to make him a drop back quarterback. I'd do what I did with him right now: play action, roll out.
Well, if I'm not suggesting anybody or any school or anybody should do this, but their quarterback that we saw last year, Mason Fortune, played in the final 4 games, a redshirt freshman out of Raleigh. He picked us apart in that game and had really – he's a third-team quarterback. Go get him. Go in the portal and get him if you need a quarterback. If this guy's going to be back.
Well, the thing about it, you know,
that's what schools are doing nowadays.
Well, yeah, but the kids got to get in the portal to start with, you know. And that's
easy.
I'm not saying it's not easy.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is some kids, they may like the situation they're in now. I don't know that for a fact, but some kids like the school. They like the coaches. They like their teammates. They know they're not going to the NFL, out of Division II very rarely, okay? So, these kids, if they're looking for more playing time, that's why they go to the portal. But if they don't go to the portal, it's because they like the situation they're in.
7 plays and 82 yards. Kataba gets on the board to make it a 41-20 ball game.
Albany and Benedict Albany State's up 17-7. 9 minutes to go in the third. Now run straight ahead.
And here's the kickoff, and this is Shimon Davis. He gets it over the 40 to the 45.
Good field position. Again, that's
a true freshman right there on the return for the Bears.
That's that little squib kick. I understand why they're doing it, but boy, they're giving up a lot of field position.
Number 26, Shimon Davis, with the return to the 44.
Jacksonville, Florida. All right, Bears. Keep your foot down. Robinson, he's made a lot of difference because he's been a mobile quarterback, something we didn't have in years past, and that's made a lot of difference in our offense, what we were able to do.
Sure enough. 1st and 10, turns, hands it off, running left and running hard is the Boyd over the 49 to 50-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 6 on the play.
Again, Alex Boyd and that offensive line, again, they've done a great job up there. You're talking about Buck Barrett in there and Keene, Beatty Bostain, Wainert. Wainert's been a stalwart, too. You have to give him a lot of credit. He played center for us last year, a bigger part of the year, and then he had to play some other positions this year and has moved around. Ryan Wetzel, those guys have been just been stalwarts for the Bears all year.
That's the end of the third quarter. We'll go to the fourth quarter with the Bears on top here. It's LR 42 and Cataba 19 on the Bears Sports Network.
Hey Bears, hope you're enjoying the game. I'm Dr. Brian Graham.
And I'm Dr. Colin McKinney, and we want to introduce you to our practice, McKinney Graham Dental Arts. We're a full-service dental office, spending some extra time focusing on cosmetics and implants.
We'd love to see you as a new patient. Please feel free to visit our website, McKinney Graham Dental Arts, or give us a call.
If you play hard, if you use your feet to chase fitness goals, if you stand all day at work, introducing True Energy Infrared Technology Socks. These may be the best socks you ever wear. Our yarn is infused with infrared nanoparticles. Your body's natural heat ignites these tiny particles, producing infrared energy that improves circulation and stimulates cellular recovery. It's not magic, it's rocket science. The perfect sock for your active life, for fitness, performance, recovery. Proven innovation to ignite your true energy.
Fourth quarter from Moretz Stadium on this beautiful Saturday afternoon, mid-November. Juju Phillips, Jack Huss, Mike McCree. Thanks for tuning in. Bears lead here big as we start the fourth quarter. Here's a run by Alex Boyd. Should be enough for a first down as he running off the left-hand side. got good blocking, pushing forward, and that's good enough to the 45 of Cataba. Followed his blockers and then squirted through for the first down run.
Yeah, Gary, that offensive line, we were talking about during the break our strength and conditioning program, and Trent Caldwell, who's been with us for a number of years now, in charge of that along with Jenna Curtis and Kane DeShanters. They do a fantastic job at weight training with these, particularly with the linemen, where you can see it when they're blocking like they're blocking today. That weight training plays a big part of it.
1st and 10. Bears run a reverse. This is Yates. Cuts through there to the 40. Cuts back to the 35. Should have enough for another first down. On the reverse goes Songa Yates. 8 of 10.
Coaches pulled out all the stops this week. They spent a lot of time on Thursday. We used to do it on Thursday night, put in those specialty plays. Well, he's done a bunch of those. We've had some really, and Songa's been the one that really has benefited from most all of them. I noticed Don Marshall hadn't been back in there lately. I hope he didn't re-injure that knee.
1st and 10. Ball's on the right hash. Bears going to the closed end here at Moretz. Play action. Cross the middle and complete
what a
behind.
Bad throw. Good gracious.
Behind the receiver, Zion Agnew.
Zion, I don't know if he's caught a pass today. He caught that deep. He gets that deep square in, yeah. But outside of that, and I mean, he's wide open right there, and then that's about as bad a throw as you'll see. I hate to say it, but Camardi, that's about as bad a throw as you're going to see him make. I mean, he flat missed him a good 2 yards behind him.
Incomplete, stops the clock, 13:30 to go. Bears go trips left, far side.
Need a play right here. Need to gain some yardage. We want to keep ahead of the chains and keep that clock running.
Pass over here to Boyd. Screen pass, no running room. They sniffed it out quickly and threw him for a loss to the 39.
Yeah, I think that was our tight end out there.
They had two tight ends out there. Both
number 18.
Yeah, Mosley was out there blocking along with Tate O'Brien.
Yeah, Mosley's the one that didn't block. His is the man. The guy was trying to block someone that made the tackle and threw for a 4-yard loss.
3rd down.
So again, the Bears hit that wall right here. You know, got to pick up something.
3rd down and 14. Man in motion goes O'Brien. Robinson waiting the snap from Bostain. Surveys the defense. Quarterback draw. Running right, tries to break a tackle and is tripped up from his ankles and knocked down, and it'll be a punt. 2nd punt of the afternoon now for Stuart Simmons and the Bears.
Yeah, and the last one was partially blocked.
Maybe 3rd punt of the afternoon.
Well, you know, first time the Bears been stopped this half. Now we got to go get another stop on them. We keep averaging. If we stop, they stop, then we win.
42-19 in favor of LR. Kataba came into this game with a 7-3 record. The Bears trying to have their 8th straight winning season. Tie school record. Fair catch called. Back at the 13, 12-yard line. So that's where Kataba will start on their next possession.
You know, I don't know if we've talked about our long snapper.
Carson Keaton, senior from Winston-Salem, is a 5th-year senior.
Been doing that a long time. And
his brother before him.
Yeah, and his brother. They've done a great job for the Bears. That's an unsung, that's just an unsung position if there's ever been one. You practice snapping, and with the pressure on, you got to make the snap every time. So
you don't
Carson,
know who.
Congratulations.
You don't know who the long snapper is until they make a mistake.
That's exactly right, or the holder. You know.
Yep.
Now Stewart's been the holder most of the year. I don't know if we changed when Braden Cressimore came in there, but you know, and let me tell you something else. We came out here and at halftime, I was watching the band, Dr. Tyler Stark and the marching band. They're phenomenal. I tell you, we talk about this all the time. People take it for granted here. We've got an atmosphere of college football around here that rivals anything that you'll see. It's not going to be at the Texas A&M, Ohio State level because of the number of people. But when you take what we do for the size that we are, Lenoir-Rhyne's, you got Brandy Franklin and Becky Bernardi with the Spirit team. All that they do. I get here early a lot of times, and I'm up here setting up things this morning about 9:30, and they're out there practicing. Before the game, getting everything just perfect. And they do such a phenomenal job. And the band had all these band members from all over the county and the area coming in, recruiting just like the football team did. I think you said they had something like 80 recruits here today. Well, the band had maybe 100 or so out there themselves.
And that's a good sign. You got 80 recruits here, and they're seeing this kind of performance with this kind of crowd this afternoon. Bears leading big, 41-19. 42-19, excuse me. Back to passes, Brown. Throw a deep pass over here. Is it caught?
Nope, he called it. He gave it to him.
At the 37, first down pass.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Got his feet in bounds again. Pryor with the nice catch.
We're bound and determined to make a game out of this thing.
First and 10, Indians.
Let's get a sack or a pick. Stop this nonsense here.
Had a pick earlier. Desmond Green came up with the interception.
But he's not throwing the ball wildly. He's throwing the ball in good positions now. Here goes another one.
Take a shot downfield, incomplete.
Good job there. Good coverage.
Really good coverage by the Bears that time, as the veteran defensive back for LR is Royce Turner, the senior from Cobb County, Georgia.
They don't have a real burner out there, Bo. Pryor. He's got good speed, but he's not really just a flat-out burner. Somebody can just lay it back and outrun you. And the Bears have done a pretty good job overall of being in position. They've made a couple of nice throws this half and a couple of nice catches, but the Bears have been in pretty decent position. We got to get a sack.
Second and 10. Back to pass again. Brown looking right.
What a great throw and catch right there. Good
it
job.
is caught shy of the first down, but not before Amari MacArthur. Lenoir-Rhyne transfer, sophomore out of Salisbury, North Carolina.
Yeah, that was a 1-2-3 bang. We used to run that three-step drop, Juju. The quarterback goes 1, 2, 3, and the receiver runs 5 steps, breaks to the sideline, boom, the ball's in the air right now.
5-yard pickup, 3rd down and 4.
And that'll what it'll get you, 5 yards. You take it every time.
This time they'll have 3 receivers. One goes in motion. Ball's on the far right hash. Back to pass. Brown looking right out of the flat. Quick throw. Bears had pressure.
Brody
Bradburn with nice pressure, along with up front for LR, Ben Watson.
Yeah, and the thing about it was he came late and nobody blocked him. The back blocked the other side, and he came this side, and there was nobody on him. He was lucky to get that ball off and get an incompletion.
Incomplete pass will stop the clock. 4th down now with 10:44 to go in the game. Bear defense trying to stiffen here. Aprile, Royal, Ferguson, Jaden Gaines up front for LR. They'll rush 4. Tight end goes in motion, trips here left.
Quick
back
throw
to pass.
right there, quick throw. He
Brown
missed him.
Across the middle.
Tackle.
And he
there
does.
You go. Got
shy
him
of the
down.
first down.
Yep.
Bears going to take over. Good play in the open field again by the Bears.
Boy, they really missed it, though. He was locked in on throwing that ball, Bo Pryor. But the back out of the backfield slipped out there, and I'll tell you what, he was wide open. If he'd have thrown him the ball right off the bat, they'd had not only a first down, they might have had more than that. That was a really well-executed play. He sat on the guy that, they practiced throwing that ball to. You get 4th down, 4 to go, 5 to go, you're going to throw it to that guy and let him run for it.
And when you're hurried in the pocket like the Bears apply pressure the last 2 plays, you'll get that to happen. So the Bears take over on downs, turnover.
That's what we needed. We need stops. They need stops.
1st and 10. Catawba territory at the 46. Bears trying to close it out here. Leading big. They run Yates on a reverse. He's going to stop and throw it. Zips it, intercepted.
Boy, that's terrible.
And an interception. He tried to go deep down the field. And it was underthrown, line drive throw, and it was intercepted. So Kataba gets the first turnover of the afternoon for the Bears.
And that fooled absolutely no one. I looked down the field. When I saw him coming deep, I said, he's going to throw it. I looked down the field, and there was, we had a receiver down there, but Sonia underthrew him by about 20 yards. Watch how underthrown this ball is. See, the receiver's back down. See him?
Yeah, he was wide open at the 15.
He underthrew him by 20 yards. They had some people back there. I have to hand it to them. They were not completely fooled. I think they probably, if he lays it up real high in the air, it's still going to be there. But Bears got to run the defense right back out there.
29-yard line, 1st and 10 now, Indians. They run a rollout right.
God, there's a hole big time. That guy
throws it across, and it's completed. And that is completed by the Indians, and that goes to R.J. Jackson. He'll get enough for a first down. Over the 40 to the 45.
That right tackle had a hold of Aprilli, and he wasn't letting go. He had a grip lock on him.
Bears rush 4 again. Brown will throw right. Flushed out, throws right. In the flat, stepped out of bounds, incomplete.
Incomplete. He must have stepped out before he caught it.
We're standing out of bounds when he did catch it. You're right.
One of the two. He was.
Good coverage by Winston Gassant, linebacker for the Bears, senior from Lawrenceville, Georgia. 2nd and 10. Stops the clock with 9:54 to go in the game. And in the season, Bears on top 42-19. What does that mean if the Bears can hold on and win to go out on top with a winning season? But the way they did it this afternoon, scoring against the Catawba College team 42 points. I think that might be a season high. Back to pass. Brown throws it downfield, and it is caught by Pryor, first down.
I'll tell you what.
On the pass pattern, it was a post to the 24.
Yeah, our rushers there were a little tired. They're coming out of the game. There was no pass rush, let's put it that way.
So the Bears bring out 3 new ones. 4 down linemen, 1st and 10 now, Indians at the 23. Going right to left, opened end here at Moretz.
They're getting the feel of it, and see, we're not going to play man-to-man. We're going to stay in zone because we're trying to prevent the big play, and yet we're still giving up the big play.
Bears came on the blitz and missed him, and then Brown will scamper around the left side, 15, 10, 5, and he'll take it into the end zone, touchdown.
Wow.
With 9:05 to go here in the ball game, it's now LR 42, Catawba 25.
Yep. We made it. We make a game out of it. We had a couple bad plays there, a really underthrown ball on a halfback pass, and boom, they take it down the field in about 4 plays, and next thing you know, you got a 17-point game with 9 minutes to go.
Waiting the extra point.
This next drive for the Bears is going to be huge. You know, it could be the clincher, or it could be the we'll let them back in the game a little bit more.
Kick is up and good. So your score now reads, it's Catawba getting another touchdown. It's the Bears 42, Catawba 26. We'll be back with more. Stay with us. This is the Bears Sports Network.
When you travel, you want it to be fun and memorable, and you want someone to share it with. At Christian Tours, we handle all of the details of your vacation. No need to worry about driving, hotels, tickets, or restaurants, which gives you the freedom to enjoy your adventure. Traveling with Christian Tours means you'll have many new friends to share your journey with. When you're ready to travel, call Christian Tours, making travel easy.
Back here, Juju Phillips with Jack Huss and Mike McCree. Winding down the final 9 minutes of regulation, and hopefully in the season as the Bears are leading this game 42-26 as LR and Catawba renewing this rivalry that's lasted 104 years, or this is the 104th meeting between the two.
Yep.
And it's been all Lenoir-Rhyne in terms of the series lately. Bears have won every game played since 2017. And they're trying to extend that advantage over the Indians here this afternoon, leading the entire way, except for the early on. The
onside kick.
Yeah, the Catawba had a 3-0 lead, and the Bears tacked on a touchdown and have led the rest of the way. Let's see if they do try an onside kick.
They are.
And it's fielded by the Bears.
Good job.
Tate O'Brien, I believe, with the catch, and he'll take it down to the 46, and that is where the Bear offense will have a chance to put this game away in great field position.
North Greenville 34, Pembroke 20, 5 minutes to go in the game. North Greenville you would think Mike can hang on to that. Now, Pembroke will have to sit on pins and needles till tomorrow night and see what happens. You know, they were in position, you know, and still are in position to be one of, you know, the two teams to come out of that league. We think that both Wingate and, of course, Newberry's already in. Wingate, we think Wingate will get in, that our league will get 2 in, and that'll be 4 of the 8 spots. Looks like Gulf South will get 2.
Here's a running play, no room for Boyd.
We gotta have some play right here.
So there are 4 leagues in this particular region. It looks like right now each league will get 2 teams.
2 spots. Yeah, I would think that would be the way it'd play out.
And that'll take up all 8 spots.
Yeah. So it looks like between Kentucky State, Albany State, and Benedict, 2 of those 3.
Yes. 2nd and 9 now for the Bears. Back to pass Robinson. Rolling right in the flat. Boyd with the catch, 40. Spins down to the 37. Shy the first down. It's going to be close. It's going to be 3rd and 1 now. 8:14 to go. A couple of first downs here.
Yeah, see,
Bears can really put this game away.
Yeah, that's the key right now. It's not just necessarily that we score, but we got to eat up some clock here, make some first downs. Every time we make a first down, you got to believe that's at least 3 minutes off the clock, and they got 3 timeouts left, I guess. I don't remember anybody calling one.
Bears taking their time. Play clock down to 12 seconds. 3rd and 1.
Probably going to be a run play. We've been able to make our short yardage runs against this crowd. Let's see if we can keep it up right here.
It is a run play. Boyd.
Didn't make it. Did not make it. Well, I tell you what. We've just had a hard time making short yardage runs. We made a couple today, but, boy, he just ran in there, and there was nothing. I mean, he hit the back of our offensive lineman, and that was it. He never even got to the line of scrimmage. He may have lost a half yard.
He did. 4th down and 1.5, and it looks like LR is going to go for it. Clock is down to 7:10.
Yeah, this is a crucial play right here. You give them the ball back with 7 minutes to go. The way they've taken it down the field, this could be an interesting end of the game.
See if they try to draw him offside. They go to the sidelines.
See if he's going to call timeout.
Down to 5 seconds on the play clock.
He's going to call timeout.
He is.
Or he's going to let it go off.
Timeout. No, they're going to take a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, he's going to take a 5-yard penalty and punt it.
Play the percentages with 6:45 to go. The Bears do nothing on this particular drive after recovering the onside kick, and Simmons is out here now. We'll try to kick it and pin Cataba way back in their own territory here.
You know, one of the things the Bears have had difficulty on all year has been red zone and short yardage. The Bears are way down the line in red zone opportunities. They're 8th in the conference in red zone. That's scoring inside the 20-yard line, some kind of a field goal or a touchdown. And we're you know, our 3rd down and 1, 4th down and 1 yardage plays have not been very good. That's something that I'm sure that Coach Socia will address in the off season. You know, we've got to figure out a way to make a 3rd down and 1, a 4th down and 1 like right there. You know, we ran into a wall. I don't know if it's play call or if it's execution or what it is, but you got to make some of those plays.
Here is the punt by Simmons. End over end kick. And it's knocked down and touchdown at the 11.
I think it hit one of our players in the back of the heel there.
It did. Ty Robertson, one of the gunners on the kickoff on the punt team.
So okay, defense, step it up right here.
6:36 to go in the game. Bears lead 42-26.
That's 16 points. That's 2 scores, 2 two-pointers.
Cataba needs 2 possessions.
You got to hand it to Cataba. They have not got out of their comfort zone. They've stayed with what they can do. They've opted to throw the ball a little bit more than I thought they might, but they've been very, very successful. But most of the throws have been, you know, outside and underneath throws, like that right there.
Yeah, there's Keith Williams on the reception, just out of the backfield, gets it to the 20 before he is brought down by Ben Watson, gain of 9.
hard to get a pass rush when they're running. You know, they're running out. So we're not getting anybody anywhere near the.
Ball's tipped away, nearly intercepted by Ussery.
That'd have been a nice pick six right there to end the day, wouldn't it?
It would have been. Stops the clock with 6:09 to go.
By the way, I can hear him, and you've heard him. We got the best in the business when it comes to the public address announcer. Ralph Mangum, I'm telling you what, we go around the league, and we hear them all everywhere. And nobody does it better than Ralph does for the LR Bears. We're so glad to have him. I tell
20
you what,
years he's been doing this.
And he's really good at it, too.
3rd down and 11, back to pass. Brown will throw. Time across the middle. It is incomplete.
Ooh.
Looking for Pryor, had it in his hands. Bears may have helped to knock it away. KJ Whitehead on the coverage, and Gassant as well.
Pryor's a senior, if I'm not mistaken. And you can tell he's really playing hard out there. He's a grad student. He's playing hard, I'm telling you. And he's loving every minute. He's wanting to get every ounce that he's got going out there.
4th and 1. 6 minutes to go in regulation.
Could be a run play here to pick up the first.
It is a run play.
Pick up the
Williams with a
touchdown.
Big run. And he's going to be caught from behind, though, but not before he gets it across midfield down inside the 40. As the Bears coming up, it was Xavion Gibson-Holmes with the stop, the senior. Oxford, Mississippi. Safety. Ball's down to the 37. 5:40 to go, clock rolling. Bears up 16. Big play by the Indians there. 1st and 10.
Bears got to have a big play. Somebody's got to step up. Got to get a sack, fumble, interception.
Pass, time, across the middle, tight end, hauls it in, down to the 20. That's Jalen Brown.
See, we got no pressure. Our linemen are just, they can't get back there. And we're not stunting anybody because we're playing 8 men back, and, they can't cover them. They can't cover all the zones. If he has that long to throw.
They're only rushing 3. 1st and 10, ball's in the People's Bank red zone. Time again for Brown. This time he's going to scramble and is brought down from behind. Good play by the Bears up front by LR that time, Jaden Gaines. Tackle, gain of 5, 2nd and 5, down to 4:46. Bears substitute again. Royal, Aprile, Ferguson out there, up front for LR.
Here again,
Gaines, Hatcher, Fletcher off the field.
3-man pressure had not been able to get anybody anywhere close back there, so that, don't look for that. We've got to have an interception. We need an INT because that's the only thing that's going to slow them down.
Had one earlier. Brown scrambling. He's going to keep it. And he's going to get the 1st down. Tippy toes down the sidelines.
Yeah, there was a hold over there big time, but it didn't get called either.
Down to the 4.
I tell you, we made the game out of it. I figured we might. We don't do a real good job sometimes. And I blame the offense as much. This game, we've just kind of not been on the go ever since that halfback pass went astray. It's been all Kataba.
We have an injury on the field. One of the LR Bears down the way corner of the end zone here.
That was way away from the play over here. I don't know what was going on over here? We were all looking the other side of the field.
We'll take a timeout. 4:16 to go in the ball game. Bears up 16. Injury timeout on the field. Back with more. Stay with us. This is the Bears Sports Network.
Emmer and Henry.
Back to action. Juju Phillips with Jack Huss and Mike McCree. Thanks for tuning in. 1st and goal for Cataba.
This could be a run play.
Back to pass. Brown steps up in the pocket, throws, caught, touchdown. That is one of the backup tight ends. We got a ball game.
4 minutes to go. Hey, we've done everything we could do to let them back in the ball game. This reminds me of that Emmer and Henry game so much.
And his tight end Jalen Davis with the touchdown.
Yeah, we can't pass rush right now because we only rushing 3, and we can't get to him. And playing 8 guys in the zone, but he has all day to throw. They can't cover him. This is a key play right here because they got it. This is what changes the game right around. This play right here changes the entire complexion of the game.
42-32.
They're either down 10 or they're down 8. Big play.
2-point conversion. Back to pass. Brown steps up in the pocket. Bears get him, knock him down.
There you go.
Ben Watson coming in from his linebacker position makes the stop. That's a big play right there, and they'll keep the Bears lead at 10 with 3:59 to go in the fourth quarter. It's LR 42, Catawba 32. Back with more on the Bears Sports Network.
Big.
Family gatherings, evening strolls.
These are the moments in life that you live for.
When injury or illness gets in the way, Fry Regional Medical Center is here for you.
With expertise, technology, and compassion.
We offer services that help repair bones, mend hearts,
and welcome your newest family members into the world.
We are doctors, nurses, and caregivers
dedicated to making sure you live your healthiest life.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
Back here, Kataba down 10. Here's another. And the ball is knocked away on the onside kick, and Kataba recovers. Kataba recovers. Alex Evans with the recovery. Bears went for the catch, and it went right through the hands of somebody, and it bounced away all the way down to about the 35-yard line. It took a funny hop through one of the Bears' hands, and it bounced about 15 yards. They're going to mark it at the 36.
This has gone from a laugher to a Catawba Lenoir-Rhyne classic. This is one that's going to go down in history right here, no matter how it turns out in the next 4 minutes.
10-point game. They get an onside kick. Second, they're 1 for 2 this afternoon, and now have it at the 36 of Lenoir-Rhyne. Brown, the quarterback, back to pass. Looking in the flat, fires it over here, caught by MacArthur. Shy of the first down, will get it to about the 30. Former Lenoir-Rhyne player, transfer from the Bears. Amari MacArthur with the reception. Gain of 7.
The DB was right on top of him, but he was, MacArthur kept his body between the ball and the defender, and that's what made the catch. That was a good job on his part.
Royce Turner with the tackle for the Bears. Brown again, back to pass, looking downfield, takes a shot downfield. Intended for Pryor, incomplete.
Boy, he had him too. He just slightly overthrew him, and he didn't miss him far, just by a little bit.
Desmond Green on the coverage for the Bears. Ussery back there as well. Stops the clock, 3rd and 5. 3:20 to go. Bears up 10. Bears led at 1 point, 42 to 13. It's now 42-32.
See if they bring some pressure here.
3 straight touchdowns by Kataba here in the fourth quarter. Back to pass, some pressure. Brown across the middle, incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Ussery on the coverage, knocked it away.
Good job. See, we're man-to-man then, and we had pressure. He didn't have time to deal with it then. That was a great job by the Bear defense. Good call by the coaching staff. Bring pressure and make him have to deal with it. He's played exceptionally well from the pocket because with a 3-man rush, he hadn't had to deal with anything. He just sat back there until somebody got open.
4th down and 5.
Let's see if we bring pressure again. Force the hand here. Force the hand. Let's see. We got people up around the line.
They rush 4. Brown with time. Across the middle. It is caught. Two Bears run into each other, but not before the big tight end Brown hauls it in to the 15.
We brought the pressure, but we couldn't get to him.
Good protection and a first down pass on 4th down. Quickly, Kataba up to the line. Trips far right. Brown takes the snap, looking right. Throws it right. Across the middle, Pryor finds a hole to the 5. Touchdown. Touchdown, Pryor. Crossing pattern. Weaved his way through the Bear defense and took it into the end zone.
I'll tell you what, isn't this amazing? I mean, this is like 7-on-7, you know?
That's all it is.
7-on-7.
That's all they practice in the summer times.
Yeah, they just took the football and they've just zipped it right down the field. I can't wait to see the stats on the quarterback. I hadn't even looked at them lately, but the stats are going to change dramatically. He's going to pass for about 400 yards.
Up and good.
42-39, a field goal game.
2:40 to go. Hold on to your hats. Down the wire we go. Will it be overtime? Will the Bears hold on to win? We'll find out. Stay with us. Bears on top. It's LR 42, Catawba 39 on the Bears Sports Network.
So shine on, come on baby, now shine on. Yes, you gotta light and you gotta let it shine. So turn your brights on, come on baby, now shine on. Yes, you gotta light and you gotta let it shine.
When you need surgical care, Fry Regional Medical Center is here for you.
We offer advanced surgical and treatment options close to home,
with a wide range of robotic-assisted surgeries, from cardiovascular procedures to orthopedics, to women's care, and so much more.
Our surgical team delivers minimally invasive care that can get you home sooner.
We use today's technology to care for your heart, conquer your pain, and live your healthiest life.
All right, back here at Moretz Stadium, waiting our third onside kick by Cataba. They recovered their last one, then took it down and scored to make it a 3-point ball game.
They've got 372 yards passing. That's going to cement them. They got 385 total.
They might
passing.
kick this one, and they do.
Well, they got 3 timeouts.
Fair catch called for by Roberson.
Yep.
And that'll put it the 25.
That's a smart play. See, they got 3 timeouts, so they're going to get us 3 and out, and there's going to be about 30 seconds run off the clock. And then they got the 2-minute timeout. And, you know, we can't stop them, so.
Need a first down. Need 1 first down.
Yep. We got to make a first down after these timeouts. And they sort of figure we're not going to throw the ball, so, you know, they're going to play run. They're going to bring everybody against the run right here.
Bears come out in the pistol formation. Boyd behind the quarterback. This time is Robinson. They got guys on the wing each side, tight ends, and they keep it on the ground. This is Boyd running right, has a little bit of a hole, and a seam to the 35, 40, 45, and is knocked out of bounds near midfield.
Wow.
What a good, strong run by Alex Boyd.
What a play. What a play.
Then shown that play all day, that running play.
Yeah, he went a little wider there, and that was not inside. That was up outside of the tackles, and they were jammed inside looking for what we'd been doing. The only problem was he ran out of bounds. What he should have done was hit the ground right there and kept the clock running. See, now he stopped the clock. When he ran out of bounds, that stopped the clock.
But it's not stopped.
Oh, it stopped. It's going now. Okay, we get to the 2-minute warning then. I guess that's one of those situations outside of 2 minutes. You know,
it doesn't
even
stop.
if he runs out of bounds, they just keep the clock running.
Yeah.
I don't know why they wanted to mess with college football.
So we'll take a 2-minute timeout, hopefully the last one of this ball game before we go to the post game. Bears leading and have the football. It's LR 42, Catawba 39 on the Bears Sports Network. All right, back for the final 2 minutes. Hold on to your hats. The Bears lead by 3, have it near midfield, 1st and 10. Trying to salt this game away. They led by, 30 points? 31 points earlier in this fourth quarter, and it's now down to a 3-point game. Boyd again carries the ball, running forward to the 45. Gain of 3.
That's their
quick
first timeout. Yeah,
first
they got to
timeout.
call timeout. Yeah, for 3 plays, they got to call timeout.
Bears need one more first down.
Yeah, this is the crucial.
Please reset the game clock to 1 minute, 53 seconds.
No, they can put 2 more seconds back on. The officials on the field will watch that clock. If anything runs off after they blow their whistle, they'll reset it.
So it's going to be a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Emer and Henry is going to beat Virginia Wise.
Yep.
Looks like North Greenville over UNC Pembroke.
Yep.
Albany State leading Benedict.
Carson Newman over Tusculum. You know, the stats over here just went out. All the stats just went to 0. I was just reading them to you, and they all just went. I don't know what happened. They're another back. The Bears had 16 first downs, Catawba 27. The Bears have rushed the ball 22 times for 184 yards. Catawba's rushed 28 times for 141. They have passing. Catawba has 385 passing, 190 for the Bears. 35 of 53 passing. I bet he hadn't thrown 53 passes in 2 games a couple of times this year.
2nd and 7. Boyd goes in motion. This is an empty set now for Robinson.
Could be a run.
Quarterback, keeper.
Yeah.
No running room. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and nothing, and a timeout by Catawba.
Yeah, we're gonna run one more time, use that timeout, and then we're gonna punt the ball down there and hope we can play defense for a minute and a half.
This will not be the final football game played on this field this year.
That's correct.
There will be 2 more high school football state championship games played about a month from now on Saturday, December 13th at 11 a.m. and again at 5 p.m. 2 state championship games. We don't know which classifications. The North Carolina High School Athletic Association was on campus this week.
It may depend. It may depend on, I don't know what their thinking is, but it may depend on what areas they're from. You know, they would like to pair 2 teams from the general area of, Western North Carolina here, rather than bringing somebody from Wilmington up here to play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you won't have Murphy versus Manteo. You don't want that.
Well, I don't know. This would be about halfway. It wouldn't be halfway. You got to get to Raleigh before you're halfway between Murphy and Manteo.
Yeah.
Do the Bears dare take a chance on a pass?
3rd down and 7. One of the interesting things is, what do you do with goalposts for high school state championship games? College and high school goalposts are different.
Are they? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
college goalposts are 4.5 feet wider. Bears keep it on the ground. This is Boyd trying to sweep left. He's not going to come close to making a first down. And this is going to force a punt now.
Well,
Fourth down.
They had to make them use that last time out was key. And the Bears are going to have to play about a minute and a half of defense, which we haven't played this entire second half. We're going to have a minute and a half because they got that. They got a pretty good field goal kicker. They get the ball down inside the 30. They can kick a field goal and send this thing to overtime. What a dramatic comeback!
Bears led 41-13, 42-13.
Instant classic.
Late in the 3rd quarter, and it's now 42-39 with 1:42 to go in regulation.
All the momentum switched right after that halfback pass. Remember, when Sonya Yates threw that halfback pass, we had kind of been tit for tat. We scored, they scored, we scored, they scored, we stopped, they stopped. And after that one, they just kind of ran off and left us. We've been left in the wake after that.
They recovered an onside kick, took it down and scored, made it a close game.
And that's what you got to do. I mean, we've been our own worst enemy on some of the plays, and you got to give Kataba a ton of credit for doing what they did. Their offensive line has blocked 3-man rush the whole game.
So here's a punt by Simmons.
We're a man short. That's not Songa Yates, is it?
Yeah, it is.
What's he doing on the punt team? Think they're going to throw it to him?
Simmons takes it, kicks it. High kick. Fair catch. Falling down at the 10.
Cutsy catch. Minute 35. Play defense, Bears.
They got about 40, 50, 60 yards, 65 yards to go with no timeouts and a minute 35 just 40, to try to tie it.
40, 50, yep, 60. They get it 60 yards. They get the ball where he can spot it around the 37, be a 47. Yeah, they get it to the 30-yard line, they got a chance. Now, what are the Bears going to do? If it's three-man rush, I don't know. We need to play some underneath man, just cover a man and let two guys get deep, because they're going to have time to throw it in the zones.
Three-man rush, quick pass. This is Keith Williams, the back. Weaves through, a flag called. Looks like it's going to go against Kataba.
I think it's on Bo Pryor. He held his hands up to his head when he saw the flag come down.
May have been a hold.
I think he was blocking out here.
Be the first holding call we've seen today against Kataba.
Blocking the
back.
He knew it too, because as soon as that flag came down, he threw his hands up on his helmet and said, "Oh no!" And he didn't walk toward the official. He walked back toward his team, so he knew he'd done it, whatever it was. Okay. Bears catch a break there, but we still got to play.
9 seconds go off the clock, and they move it back after the penalty down to about the 13. First and 7. They spot foul it, so they move it back to the 13. Back to pass. Throws it down deep, caught. MacArthur, he's going to score. He is going to score. Touchdown. MacArthur, former LR Bear, beat man-to-man coverage, and Cataba takes the lead. Amari MacArthur, Salisbury native, was on the roster of LR. Hauls it in, goes 87 yards. 87 yards with 1:14 to go. And Cataba takes the lead 45-42.
Unbelievable. They make the extra point, now the field goal's out.
Kick is up and good. So the Bears got a score touchdown to win. With 1:14 to go, they led 42-14. They beat double coverage.
Does that remind you of the Wingate game?
Sure does.
I'm telling you, it's just the Bears have just absolutely fallen on their face right here. That's all you can say. We've done everything we could to let them back in the ball game ever since, I don't know, that was midway in or late in the third quarter.
42.
We had a 42-13 lead.
42-13 lead.
Amazing. And I mean, listen, give Catawba credit. Good gosh, Mosey. They've had to make plays up and down the field, but they blocked a three-man rush most of the day. We had no pressure. And so he stood back in there, and even though he's not a drop-back passer, and I talked about him not being good from the pocket, well, he's great from the pocket when nobody's around him. How about that? Unbelievable. This is one for the annals of Catawba Lenoir-Rhyne history, and not the good side for Lenoir-Rhyne.
Jesus, Mary Joseph.
I tell you.
1:14 to go. We're waiting the kickoff.
This might make that little thing they do when I watch that college football show on Sunday morning.
College football final.
Yeah, fantastic finishes.
Here's a squib kick fielded by the Bears. This is Watson returning it to the 35-40 like a fullback. Stiff arms his way, pushed out of bounds, knocks over one of the trainers down there. Bears going to get great field position at the 45.
Plenty of time. You got to get it in. You got to get it in the end zone, though. No field goal. What a game. And, you know, the thing about it is, with 1:08 to go and 3 timeouts, we still got a chance. Now, we haven't done anything offensively. I mean, 0 have we done offensively. You know, since about midway or late in the third quarter after we picked up our 42 points, we haven't done anything. But all of a sudden right here, we got a chance. Somebody's got to be a hero.
1st and 10. Robinson in the shotgun. Boyd to his right. He'll throw it. Looking. Pumps. Time. Across the middle. Caught. Agnew. 1st down. 38-yard line.
1st down. Let's go, guys. Come on. Don't stand there and pose. Let's get lined up.
1 minute. 61 seconds left. They move the chains. Start the clock again under a minute.
They're doing the 3-man rush too, so we got time to throw if they don't. Here comes pressure.
Back to pass Robinson. Deep out over here. It is tipped away, nearly intercepted, incomplete.
Waited too long. You can't throw that out that late. Boy, that was almost devastation there. If you're going to throw the out, the ball's got to be in the air sooner than that. I still like the over-the-middle stuff. We get to, you know, that's been our strength all year long, just like you saw in the last play. Run them off deep and bring somebody across under and in the middle.
2nd and 10, 49 seconds left. O'Brien in motion.
Let's see if they bring any pressure. They bought one guy on the last one. And we moved.
They moved, we moved.
Yeah, that was Buck Barrett over there, left tackle. He's played a great game today up until that little move right there. Of course, 5 yards doesn't kill you right here. But it is an extra 5 yards you got to make. What a game. Give Kataba a ton of credit. They never gave up. They stayed in their game plan. They did what they could do. And then the Bears just helped them out every chance they got.
2nd down and 15. Ball is at the 43. Back to pass Robinson. He's got all kind of time. In the pocket,
Get rid of it.
He does. Throws it incomplete. Threw it out of bounds. Bears down to 2 plays in 41 seconds. You know, another key play that, you know, the Bears went for that reverse pass that didn't work. It was intercepted. I think you're right.
That was ever since that play.
Halfback pass.
Yeah, we've just, you know, it's just been completely, the game turned around. I don't say it's because of that play, but they got a turnover. Remember, we stopped them on 4th down.
Yeah.
And then they come right back on the first play and get the ball back. And ever since then, it's just been all Catawba.
3rd and 15. Yates goes in motion, trips left. Back to pass, Robinson. Time, looking across the middle. He'll take off and run and has some space. To the 30, to the 25, slides down. Good enough for a 1st down.
Might be a good time to use a timeout. We got 3 of them.
Timeout Bears.
Yep.
32 seconds left.
Good
Balls
play. Normally you wouldn't want
26.
your quarterback. Yeah, you wouldn't want your quarterback running, but he had such a big gainer there. You had to take that right there because you still had time plus a timeout. Good job.
Now, why didn't they mark it at the 25? Now it's only a yard.
That's where his butt hits.
Yeah, he did. He landed right on the marker.
Yeah, but the ball's behind him. When his butt hits, the ball's here, and his butt hits, and the ball's marked back here where the ball was, not where his butt touched.
Look where they marked it. They marked it at the 27. He didn't go down at the 27. If we can show the replay again, you could. He slid on the 25-yard line. Even at the 26 would have been a better mark. That's the way it goes sometimes.
Well, the Bears have just, had it all their way for a long time, and then it's just completely turned around.
They have
the onside kick. What a funky play that was, but, it turned out to be a good play for Catawba and a bad play for LR, but, Catawba took advantage. I mean, you got to give them credit. They took advantage of what they got. We gave them opportunities, and they said thank you, and we'll take it. They just moved the ball up and down the field at will.
Bears go to try to win it here. They got receivers to both sides. It's like Robinson changes the play or the blocking scheme.
I'm going to be surprised if they don't fly some people in here in a minute because they saw what happened to us. Here they come.
Deep out over here, incomplete, intended for Yates in front of the LR bench, incomplete.
Yeah, he was trying to get the first down yardage there. Still plenty of time, 28 seconds, 2 timeouts. That's at least 4 to 5 plays, depending on where the ball goes. you're thinking outside toward the boundary, but right here's where you might hurt them running something into the middle because they're thinking boundary too. They know we want to get out of bounds, but look at the middle of the field right here. See the two safeties?
They're split out unless they back out. That middle safety looks like they're going to go 3 deep.
A post on one side and a
and
corner
they do.
on the other.
Back to pass Robinson.
There's Agnew. Oh, man.
They threw it underneath.
Agnew was wide open in the middle of the field. Oh, man.
He's going to be shy of the first down, gain of about 6, stops the clock. 19 seconds left. It's now 3rd and 4.
I thought they ran the route I wanted to see. They had Agnew was a wide man, and he ran the post pattern, and Songa was the inside guy, and he went to the outside. And when Agnew broke into the middle, nobody covered him.
Do you think they run one play to set up another?
Yeah, I don't know.
That could be a possibility.
Well,
we're
right
down
now you got 3rd down, and you got one more timeout, so you got to think first down also. If you get the first down and call timeout, you're probably going to get 2 plays, maybe 3, but they're all going to have to be throws into the end zone.
46-42 for fans that are watching. At one point, it was 42-13. Late stages, 3rd quarter. Bears were walking away with it, and then Kataba just turned it all around. And here in the late stages of the 4th quarter, they've taken the lead on a long touchdown pass by a former LR Bear, Amari MacArthur out of Salisbury. Transferred to from LR to Catawba last year, and right now his touchdown, the go-ahead score, has Catawba in front. 3rd down, back to pass Robinson. Looking, time across the middle. It is caught by Yates. First down, Bears. To the 8-yard line. 13 seconds left. And the Bears down it. Stops the clock with 11 seconds left.
Got one timeout. That was a good job of clocking it. It saved that timeout. Field goal doesn't do you any good, so.
46-42. Seems like the middle of the field has been open for the Bears when they've had enough time for Robinson.
Yeah. Well, they may rush 4 this time. You get down here, there's you can't run the deep routes here because you don't have enough room, so they may put some more rushers in. They saw what happened to the Bears when we didn't rush a bunch of people. We got picked. So they're going to rush at least 4.
2nd down and goal. Can the Bears win it here? Thomas in motion. Robinson, the quarterback. Oh, they jumped offside. The Bears did. Motion. That was a running play.
Tate Armstrong. I don't know. He looked like he was going to run a little post pattern right there. He took off straight inside as hard as he could go. He was running a pass route, I think. I don't believe they can run the ball here. You're going to get 2 plays probably is what you're going to get. And see, once again, the Bears do something there to the little pin pricks that, wind up busting the balloon sooner or later. We've had a bunch of those today.
Look for Yates. He's in the slot, far side. Back to pass. Robinson on the keeper. He's got some space to the 5, to the 3, and into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Robinson.
What a call.
What a call. Robinson into the land of milk and honey.
Wow.
Baby.
A classic.
6 seconds left. Carmani Robinson.
Holy moly. 6 seconds on the clock. What a play. They were setting up to cover everything under the sun, but the one thing they didn't think about covering.
5 plays, 55 yards for the Bears, and they take the lead with 6 seconds left. It's 48-46.
What a game. Yeah, you got to make the extra point. They only got 6 seconds. It's going to be a squib kick and a long pass. He may call timeout.
Do you go for 2 here?
I wouldn't. Why? Then the field goal wins the game. I'd make them. If the worst I'd do is I'd make them feel. If they can take the kickoff and kick a field goal in 6 seconds, then they deserve to tie us.
How about Robinson? 3 touchdown passes, 2 touchdown runs today. He's accounted for 5 touchdowns. He led the Bears down the field. Huh? Yeah, the miracle between the bricks. It wasn't the Moretz miracle like we saw in 2018, but it was pretty darn close.
I'm telling you, it's almost one of those games that neither team deserved to win the game, neither team deserved to lose this game, you know, the way it's gone. We thought everybody was we're going to be through with this and everybody be watching the girls' basketball game by now, but it turned out different, didn't it?
A lot of the band has stayed here. They're into the game. A nice visiting crowd on the far side.
Yeah, Cataba brought a heck of a crowd. That's good job, Salisbury, getting these people up here. That's fantastic. And you stayed behind your team, too. They didn't leave. They're still here. They stuck through the whole time. I don't understand this. Okay.
Bears are going to take a knee.
Okay, I see what he's talking about. He didn't want to take a chance of getting an extra point block, and they run it back for 2 points.
Yeah.
Smart play. Because they get 2 points if they block the extra point. But you know what? I don't feel good with 6 seconds left with this game. This could be one of them laterals, tosses around down there.
Carmani Robinson with a heck of a call and a nice play. Took the team downfield, some passes. Some guys caught some balls in the middle of the football field.
Catawba passed for 485 yards, the Bears for 226. We're over 1,000 yards offense tonight. 626 for Catawba, 440 for the Bears. 1060 total offense. The guy's on the wrong end of the field. He was going to go return the kickoff. He ran down the other side. You got to squib it, and then you got to play. You got to cover everybody.
Making his 10th start as a college quarterback, Carmani Robinson has had a fine game today. 3 touchdown passes, 2 touchdown runs.
Here's what you got to worry about here. If you squib it, you got to still cover the field. You can't go. Everybody can't run to the ball because they can throw that thing back across the field.
Kick it through the end zone. I guess not. Squib kick. And it bounces around, and Kataba can't pick it up yet. And here we go. Here is the lateral. They're running around in the end zone.
Look out. Look out.
Still running with the ball, fumble. And the ball's on the ground, and that should do it. Bears are going to win. Bears recover.
What a game.
48-46 in the
game.
104th meeting between these two schools, and it was one of the finest.
It's a classic. It's an absolute classic. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I never thought they would have come back, and I never thought we would have come back. How about that? Isn't that something?
Teams combined for over 1,000 yards.
Unbelievable.
Our friend Rick Strunk listening to us. Thanks, Rick, for tuning in. You missed a good one, man. It was one of the best college football games, small college games that you could imagine, with both teams coming back and forth at each other.
Fantastic finish. I hope it makes it tomorrow. I doubt it will. They usually go to one of those late night Louisiana Tech games, for that fantastic
or some
finish.
Unusual play that finishes it, not a quarterback draw. The Bears came out and pulled it out, winning it 48-46 to finish with a 6-5 record, their 8th straight winning season, and that ties the school record. The teams from the 50s, early 60s, 8 years in a row, they had winning seasons, and the Bears do it today with this win over Catawba, 48-46. We'll take a final timeout, come back with a wrap-up show and more. Stay with us. Thanks for tuning in. The Bears win it. Final score, 48-46. Back with the postgame on the Bears Sports Network. Whew. Well, the band plays on as the Bears win this game this afternoon. There was no doubt about it, was there? As the Bears win it 48-46.
You know what? I was thinking toward the end of that game, I was thinking 32 seniors, they'll never want to come back to Lenoir-Rhyne because everybody will say, do you remember that game against Cataba when you were a senior? And now they can come back and just enjoy it. Here's a replay. Look here. We got a bunch of plays here.
Yeah, this is the first touchdown for
Trey
the Bears.
Yep.
Trey Brenton on the big touchdown return.
There's Sonya. Watch Sonya come in there and bump that guy.
68 yards touchdown pass. And then later on, Ty Robertson with the kickoff return, and that totaled 95 yards. It was number 10. That was White, and that gave the Bears a big lead of 21-6.
This is Boyd's heck of a run right here.
Yeah, this is Alex Boyd with a nice run, a 19-yard run. Made it. That was 21-6, and then the fourth touchdown for the Bears, Carmani Robinson. Robinson again found a receiver in the flat. Songa Yates with a nice little move and a dance in the end zone. Got penalized, but it scored anyway. And here comes Kataba. And this was a big play for a touchdown pass for them. Tate O'Brien with a nice catch and a touchdown. 32-yard pass. And this is MacArthur. Here's the play for MacArthur. He caught 2 touchdown passes today. The former LR Bear, who's from Salisbury, gave them a lead. And here comes LR in the final seconds. Carmani Robinson went untouched.
Alex Boyd, great block down there. Did you see Alex
Yes.
Boyd? What a great job. What a great play call. We had the timeout. I think that was the smartest thing Coach did. He kept that one timeout just in case. You know, you can still run a play like that because you can call timeout if it doesn't work. That's a great job of coaching there at the end of the game.
Good job, Allie, on the highlights as the Bears. And here's the other great job, the stats. As the Bears win it 48-46, over 1,000 yards of stats. That's why I was stuttering, because we have rarely seen a football game that has 1,000 yards of statistics.
1,066 total offense. And by the way, we didn't talk a lot about Joel Krentz, our AD for Media and Communications, and Jason Stubbe and Dallas Renzi and Allie back there in the back, all those folks. Joel does a fantastic job getting out information. A lot of people that I know are getting information from him on all the sports, not just on football, but in all the sports. And Joel, for all you guys back there, and Allie and Dallas and all of you, Jason, we appreciate you very much. Thank you. And you know what? Statistically speaking, you can look at it any way you want to. You know, the final score, the Bears snuck it out 48-46, and that was an instant classic. If I never do another game here, which I hope there's many more to come, but if I never do another one here, what a game to end on.
Yes, it is.
Can you believe that? I mean, we had the game won, we had the game lost, and then we came back and won it. And Carmani Robinson, I tell you, he's the quarterback that you want. He can throw the ball, he can run the ball, he makes good decisions. You know, he's a heck of a quarterback for the Bears, I'll tell you.
Redshirt sophomore.
Yep.
He could be back for 2 more seasons.
Yep.
Knock on wood. Again, it's part of college football. Knock on wood, transfer portal opens Monday.
Yep.
Knock on wood. That's the biggest thing coaches talked about is retaining your key players.
Sure, because, you know, if he entered the portal, I wouldn't be disappointed in him, okay, at all. Because somebody may want to come along here and take a chance. Say, look, this kid can do this and this and this. But he's the kind of quarterback at Division II level, you know, when he can run and throw. He's not limited to doing one thing or the other. He can do both. And we haven't had that in quite some time. We've mostly had pocket passers since we've come from the wishbone. You know, we've had more guys that stay in the pocket and throw the ball, and we have to come with a running game. But you saw what he did on 2 quarterback draws. I mean, you know, he's a top-notch player, and, you know, he'd be number 1 on the retain list.
And you can definitely see this offense expanding, becoming more diverse, letting him do more offensively. Again, he missed a game this year. He only started 10 of the 11 games and missed that Carson Newman game with a concussion. Who knows what kind of season he could have had.
That game hurt us right there because we had a little bit of momentum going, and that game hurt us. And he went out the game before, remember?
He did.
And Will Bettenhausen came in and led us down the field.
Yeah. For the win.
Well, that was Emory Henry game one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he led us down the field, but Kamani Robinson, and we've got some receivers returning. A couple of them that are returning. We lose Song, and he's been what a player he's been.
He is he and along with some other guys, and I can't divulge everything, but there's something brewing with the NCAA in allowing Division II athletes to have a 5th year of eligibility. And if that would happen, if that would pass, just
wow.
Division II, not Division I, but Division II right now, if that would pass, then some of these guys you're going to see with LR, like Songa Yates and others, could get that 5th year of eligibility if they so choose to take it.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. I tell you what.
But they said goodbye to 32 seniors today.
Yeah, and Songa was wonderful today. Outside of that pass he tried to throw on the and I'm sure in practice it looked a whole lot better than it looked today. But he had a heck of a game. I mean, he did a lot of things, running with the football, catching the ball, and defensively the Bears had some real bright spots early on. And then when we got to where the 3-man rush and we couldn't get there, we got to have some pass rushers.
Well, you let a team run 83 plays, you're going to get gassed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And they kept flipping them in and out. I knew they were doing it, but those guys were worn out. They were 6 of them, and they were just worn out, and there was no pass rush. And the quarterback did a heck of a job. Preston Brown sat back there in the pocket and just ate us alive. And he's not a pocket passer, but anybody can be a pocket passer if you got time to stand back there and throw underneath in zones.
Threw for 485 yards and 5 touchdowns today. As for Robinson, he threw for 226 and scored 3 and ran for 2 others. So he accounted for 5 touchdowns as well, as the teams combined for over 1,000 yards of offense. 24 years in the books, guys.
Hey.
24 years in the books.
And I'll tell you what a classic to finish the 24th year.
Absolutely.
Wow. I'm telling you, this is just – this game was amazing. It's an instant classic. If they were on TV, they'd be replaying it first thing in about 1 o'clock this morning.
That's
we
right.
could go home and watch it.
Mike, as always, love you guys. Appreciate
Michael.
you. Yes, indeed. And that'll wrap it up for season number 24 here at Moretz Stadium. Bears win it in dramatic fashion. They knock off Catawba with 6 seconds left from the David and Mary Stevens broadcast suite. Your final score, it's Lenoir-Rhyne 48 and Catawba 46. Thanks for tuning in. For everybody back at WHKY, Tom and Linda, thanks again for a great season. We'll talk to you down the road. Happy holidays, everybody. God bless. Till next time, so long, everyone. Your final score again, Catawba 48 and 48. They have the score wrong here. Catawba trailing and losing. It's Lenoir-Rhyne 48 and Catawba 46.
Allie, you got it wrong on here. It's 48-46 Lenoir-Rhyne.
Yeah, flip the score. Threw me off. I had a great ending as well. That'll do it, folks. Till next time, good night, everyone. You've been listening and watching the Bears Sports Network on WHKY and Flow Sports.